relationship with Gangwish Construction.
Stellig Law Firm of Grand Island is committed to assisting clients throughout Nebraska. Stellig Law Firm is a full-service law firm and specializes in estate planning, probate, and personal injury. Stellig Law Firm takes the time to listen and understand each client's personal needs. To schedule your individual appointment, call 308-675-4035. Stellig Law Firm is located at 724 West Koenig Street in Grand Island. A call today will secure your tomorrow.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
Get ready, basketball fans. It's time for high school basketball on Extreme Sports. Tonight's game promises buzzer beaters and deep threes. Don't blink, or you might miss the action. Now, let's send it courtside with Mike Will.
And hi again, everybody. Welcome to high school basketball coverage tonight here on Extreme Sports. We're at the Crusader Gym at Grand Island Central Catholic tonight. It's the sub-district tournament here. It's the C19 sub-district tournament as Adams Central gets ready to take on the Clippers out of Malcolm High School. I'm Mike Will. I got the play-by-play for you tonight. Adams Central coming in, a record of 14 wins, 8 losses on the season. The Patriots last on the floor last Friday night, losing to Kearney Catholic by a score of 59-52. Going to be seeing a team in Malcolm. They come in with a mark of 12 wins and 10 losses on the season. They played the bunny bracket game, the play-in game last night here, and beat Gibbon by a score of 79-28. So Malcolm got a new opponent for Adams Central. Really haven't played the Clippers throughout the boys high school basketball seasons and the schedules in the years past. So a brand new opponent. Malcolm at 12-10 in the season. The Clippers, like we said, winners over Gibbon last night since their conference tournament at the end of January. They compete in the Trailblazer Conference tournament. Since that tourney, they have gone 3-2 here in the month of February, winning over Nebraska City 57-39. They lost to Ashland Greenwood 65-36. They beat Centennial 59-35. They lost to Wahoo 67-45 and picked up the win last night over Gibbon 79-38. Malcolm, a team that's averaging about 50 points per ball game on offense. They're giving up 46 points per game on defense. Had a chance just a few minutes ago to sit down with Adams Central head coach Zach Foster. Spent a couple of minutes with Adams Central head coach Zach Foster and coach into the postseason. Special message for your guys entering the week.
Well, I think it's just having a sense of urgency and appreciation. You get to this time of year, and it's cliche, but it's true. Everybody's 0-0, and the regular season was trying to prepare you for this moment. And so I think the mistake people make is sometimes they feel they have to do more than what they've been doing. I think you just have to do your job. Do the same things you've been doing for the last 3 months. Do your job, do it at a high level. That's what it's going to take.
One game at a time, I know that, but obviously the winner will have to get through Grand Island Central Catholic sometime, so this is not going to be an easy week.
No, and it's not supposed to be. I mean, if you come through this, if you're fortunate enough to get through districts and make it to Lincoln, you're supposed to go through some tough stuff, and definitely with the new regional, serpentine assessment as far as when they set up for districts, you're going to have to play somebody really good. There's no regional stuff anymore, and so every district has at least one or two really good basketball teams, and I think this district's the same.
Not coming into the sub-districts with a lot of momentum last Friday night. Not a good game for us.
No, it wasn't, and it's disappointing, but, it's sports. We talked yesterday when we started our meeting, and it was a little awkward, and we talked about Kansas basketball. They just lost at home by 20 to Cincinnati, who was a 500 team in the Big 12. After Kansas was on a big high and they're top 10 in the country, and they laid an egg. And then they came back and they beat Houston last night, and played really well. And then just that's sports. We all want sports to be perfect, and in every game you play well, but as you and I both know, that's not reality. Sometimes you have bad performances, and we just got to use Friday night to kind of help us have a sense of urgency today to play better.
You concerned with that coming into the sub-districts, with that hanging over your head?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those, you don't want to have a hangover, obviously. You can't let one loss beat you twice. So you just got to trust and do everything you can do to get ready. We did that in our film study. We did it in our practice yesterday, and pregame will be positive, and we'll go do as good as we can do.
Malcolm in here tonight, 12-10 on the season. Looked impressive last night with a win over Gibbon. What's the scouting report on this group?
Really well coached. It's always interesting. You get to this time of year and you play somebody you really don't know much about. My time at AC, we've never played Malcolm. I know our girls played him last week, ironically, but we've never seen him. And so that's been kind of a crash course in learning about them over the last kind of 10 days or whenever the districts got released. And so a lot of versatile guys, a lot of guys kind of our size, so there's not really a size disadvantage. The kids that play hard, play the right way, and like I said, well coached, and so we're going to play really well.
Talk about some of the things we'll have to do to win this thing tonight.
Well, I think rebounding, that was one of the biggest things that was bad the other night, is we just really had poor effort defensively on the glass. I think we were -11 on rebounding, and so we got to fix that, first of all. And then we just got to be able to put the ball in the basket a little bit, in second half. Because we were up 6 at the half against Kearney Catholic, but second half we were 0 for 11 from 3. They were 5 for 8. At the end of the day, you got to play hard and you got to rebound, but you also got to put the ball in the basket. So we got to find a way to be efficient offensively. Thank you.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
When it comes to helping you protect what's important to you, you can trust the licensed independent insurance agents at Klein Insurance of Hastings. No matter what type of insurance you need, from auto to home to farm and crop, Klein Insurance will get it covered. They'll help you find the right policy for your specific situation. Klein Insurance has been in business since 1959 and is locally owned. Same-day quotes are available. At Klein Insurance, you'll get years of expertise, attention to detail, and exceptional customer service. Klein Insurance, 710 South Burlington in Hastings. Call 402-463-1256.
You are listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Crusader Gym, getting set for the C19 Sub-District Basketball Tournament here tonight. The first game was won by Grand Island Central Catholic as they beat Broken Bow by a score of 51-37. Yesterday, Broken Bow was winners over Wilmer Claytonia 70-42. And these Clippers of Malcolm knocked off Gibbon by the score of 79-38. So the winner of this game will move on to play Central Catholic on Thursday night at 7 for the Sub-District Championship. Ball is in the air, and the tip is going to be controlled by Malcolm. They're going to be in their black unis here tonight. Adams Central going to be in their homestanding whites. There's a shot in the lane. It's going to be up there. It's going to be no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Adams Central ball. So the Patriots will shoot to our basket to our left here in this first half of play. Adams Central, again, a record of 14 wins, 8 losses on the season. The Clippers are at 12-10. There's a Cohen Raider with the ball. Moves it over on the right side. That's Slechta on the wing. Out here to J.J. Foster. Down on the baseline. Raider puts up a shot from a short range. It's going to be no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It was a chase down here by Luxon, but he couldn't get to the ball. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Malcolm ball. So the Clippers, after their win last night over Gibbon, they're back on the floor here tonight. They beat the Buffaloes last night by the score of 79-38. There's a pass on the high post. It's going to be deflected away. Kicked there by J.J. Foster. And it's going to be Malcolm inbounding the ball here from underneath their own basket to the left side. Just underway, Adams Central and Malcolm here tonight on Extreme Sports. They'll lob the ball in here to Meyer. Meyer sends it back inside. The shot is going to be blocked down, and the ball is going to be covered here by Adams Central. Selected coming back the other way to Luxon. Back out to J.J. Now to Riley Prop. His shot is up there and in, a three-pointer. Riley Prop throws up the three-pointer for Adams Central. And the Patriots have the early lead here over Malcolm. There's a pass in the high post. It's going to be through the fingertips of the Clippers. Adams Central coming back the other way. Raider goes for the hole and scores. Cohen Raider scores off of the turnover from Malcolm, and it's a 5-0 ball game. Adams Central with the early lead here in this one. This is Miles McGill bringing the ball back here for Malcolm. There's a pass down the near sideline. It's going to be kicked into the Patriot bench. Coming into the ball game now for Adams Central is going to be Nienheiser. Nienheiser comes in. Trey Selected checks out. Early substitution. 90 seconds into the ball game. 6:33 to play. First quarter, Adams Central has got the lead. 5-0 over Malcolm. There's a pass out on the baseline and a feed into the lane to Chase Smith. He's going to be fouled in the play. They got it down there to Gavin Little. He got it away to Smith underneath the hole. And a foul is going to be called here on Adams Central. It's going to go on Riley Prop. That's going to be his first foul. That's going to be team foul number 1 on the Patriots. So going to the free throw line here for Malcolm is going to be Chase Smith, and his shot is up there and in. Smith is only on the season. Malcolm as a team is hitting 54% from the free throw line. That shot is going to be up there. Rattles out, no good. Rebound to J.J. Foster. So it's a 5-2 ball game. Adams Central has got the early lead here in this one. Riley Prop has got the ball. Prop goes here to J.J. Foster. Moves it down there. The Raider on the baseline. His shot's going to be blocked out of his hands. Out of bounds. So Adams Central playing things in. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. That's going to be Raider playing the ball in to J.J. Foster. Over on the wing down to Nienheiser. Entry pass inside to Prop. He's double teamed right here at the free throw line. Backs it down the lane, and he throws the ball out of bounds. Trying to take her down to the corner to Weston Nienheiser. He throws it out of bounds. That's going to be the first turnover on AC. Patriots averaging only about 8 turnovers per ball game. They come in an early one here. 5-1 is the score. Adams Central with the early lead here over Malcolm in the sub-district tournament. Here's a long-range jumper from the outside by McGill. No good. Malcolm crashes the boards. They come up there with the ball. Chase Smith has got it. Smith outside to a Meyer, and he's going to be called for the violation. Palming violation on Meyer. For Malcolm. Second turnover of the ball game now on the Clippers. Adams Central will come back with the ball. Coming into the ball game now for AC is Trey Selecta. He's going to come back in. Here comes Brody Luxon to the bench now for AC. Adams Central, not a very good game on the Friday night against Kearney Catholic. They were beaten by the Stars on Friday night, 59-52. Adams Central trying to rebound and regroup here as they get ready for a postseason run here. There's a J.J. Foster with the ball. Bounce pass out here to Riley Prop. Moves it over to a Selected just inside the ring. Out to J.J. Fakes the three. Dribbles inside the ring. Can't put up a shot. Sends it down low to Nienheiser. Shots up there and in. Weston Nienheiser scores. And Adams Central is out to a 7-1 lead here in boys high school basketball. There's a Chase Smith with the ball. Adams Central is in the zone. Chase Smith goes over to Kuchera over on the far side. Down on the baseline down to Brixton Meyer. Underneath the hole, that's going to be Gavin Little with the ball. Gets it outside to Smith. He drives the ball down the left side of the lane. Falls down with the ball. It's picked up here by Adams Central. Selected at the other end. A shot good. Trey Selected scores. Adams Central is out to a 9-1 lead. And now we got a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor here for Malcolm. We'll take a break with the score. Adams Central 9, Malcolm 1. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
If you're planning to build a new home or add an addition to your existing one, trust the experts at Gangwish Construction. From general contracting, basement pouring, to bathroom remodeling, concrete work, and deck building, they handle it all with precision and care. They take pride in doing the job right the first time, every time. Contact Jeff today at 402-460-0013 and experience quality craftsmanship with Gangwish Construction.
You are listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Crusader Gym at Grand Island Central Catholic. 9-1 is the score. Adams Central with the early lead. There's a long-range jumper put up there by the Clippers. It's going to be no good. Adams Central grabs a rebound. So the Patriots will come back with the ball. They've got the early lead. Nienheiser has got it now to J.J. Foster out here in three-point territory. Goes to the far side. That's a Nienheiser with the ball. Bounce pass inside to a J.J. down here on the baseline. One hands it back on the top to Luxon. Shot for three is going to be up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Kenton McGill for the Clippers, coming back the other way. Here's a Gavin Little with the ball. Adams Central is in the man-to-man defense on the miss at the offensive end. It's a McGill with the ball, now to a Meyer. Meyer, 200 pass out here to Preston Kuchera. Back here to Brixton Meyer. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Adams Central with the early 9-1 lead here in this one. Meyer with the ball, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kuchera from the baseline. His jumper is up there, top of the front iron, no good. McGill has the rebound. He's stripped of the ball. McGill picks her back up, gets it to Meyer. He looks to penetrate to get the fresh shot clock here. 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. 9-1. Adams Central has got the lead. Here's a Brixton Meyer with the ball on the wing. Takes it down on the baseline. Contact made. And a foul is going to be called here on Adams Central. Is going to go on to Braden Radigan, who just checked into the ball game. First foul on Radigan. Here comes a Prop back into the ball game. Nienheiser will check out. Non-shooting situation, so it's going to be Malcolm inbounding the ball. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. Kenton McGill will inbound the ball to get it to a Meyer. Meyer back out here on the wing. Right side to a Smith. Out to Kuchera. Open for three. Takes a shot. That maybe rims off, no good. Rebound comes out of the Rat. Radigan has got the rebound for the Patriots. Gets it away to Riley Prop. Here comes Adams Central with the ball. We're down to 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 9-1. Adams Central has got the lead. On the wing is going to be Cole Larson, who's into the ball game now. There's a Cohen Raider with the ball. Far side to a J.J. Foster. J.J. gets it to Radigan for three. Shot is up there. It's off of the back the iron. No good. Long rebound comes out here to a Brixton Meyer. Meyer into the forecourt, slides it into the lane, throws it to the far sideline now. There's a shot by Baeza. That's going to be no good. The rebound comes down here to Riley Prop for Adams Central. 2.5 to play first quarter. 9-1. Patriots have the lead. Raider fakes the three, kicks it out here to Luxon for three. His shot is up there, no good. Rebound to a Riley Prop. He falls down with the ball, and a traveling violation is called on Adams Central. High school basketball action here tonight from the Crusader Gym in Grand Island. Adams Central has got the lead over Malcolm. The score 9-1. The C1-8 Sub-District Basketball Tournament here tonight. The winner gets Grand Island Central Catholic on Thursday night. for the Sub-District Championship, and they're right to move on here. Win and you move on, you lose, and you're finished for the season. Postseason play. Down in the corner, here's Chase Smith. His shot no good. Rebound comes down. He tied up on the play. Now a foul is going to be called on Malcolm. Foul here is going to go on Isaiah Baeza. That's going to be his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 on the Clippers here in the first quarter. Adams Central comes back with the ball with a 9-1 lead. Only one free throw so far for the Malcolm Clippers. There's a feed on the wing. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted here by Malcolm. Second turnover of the ball game on Adams Central. There's a Kuchera with the ball. Dribbles between a couple of defenders, and we got a foul called here. Foul's going to go on Trey Select of Adams Central. That's going to be his first. Team foul number 3 on the Patriots. 1:44 to play here in the first quarter. 9-1. Adams Central has got the early lead. Kuchera is going to inbound the ball. Out here to Gavin Little. Little goes over to McGill. Left side of the floor. That's a Chase Smith. Entry pass is going to be too far. Off of the fingertips of Preston Kuchera. That's going to be turnover number 4 in the ball game now for Malcolm. There's going to be Adams Central coming back with the ball. 1 minute and 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Still a 9-1 ball game. Adams Central has got the lead. Selecta comes over to J.J. Foster. A pass inside to Selecta. Throws it out on the baseline to Nienheiser. His shot is up there, no good. Rebound is brought down here by Chase Smith. Smith down the right sideline, right-handed dribble. Smith gives the ball away to a Kenton McGill. McGill now to Miles McGill. So a couple of brothers out there now for the Clippers. There's a Kenton McGill on the wing, left side. Out here to Miles McGill on the wing. Two-handed pass out to Preston Kuchera in three-point territory. Right side down to Chase Smith. Smith picked up there by Cole Larson for Adams Central defensively. They feed the ball inside. That's a Little with the ball. Can't go up for the shot. Kicks it out here to Smith. His shot for 3 is going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Adams Central. Patriots have the ball into the forecourt. Selecta has got it. Selecta comes over here to a J.J. Foster. Now to Cole Larson. Larson out here in three-point territory. There's a Weston Nienheiser. Out here to a Selecta. 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 15 on the shot clock. Down on the baseline is Larson. His pass way out on top is going to be tipped into the backcourt. Kuchera grabs the ball, shoots. His drive is his shot no good. Tip try is no good by Chase Smith, and the rebound comes down to Adams Central. Patriots come back with the ball. Down in the corner, Larson for 3. His shot's going to be up there, no good. Rebound, Miles McGill, and a foul is going to be called here on AC. That's going to go on the Nienheiser. That's going to be his first foul. Team foul number 4 on the Patriots. 7 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 9-1 is the score. It's the Patriots out on top of the Malcolm Clippers here tonight. Preston Kuchera will inbound the ball. Meyer races it court stripe, brings it to the center of the floor, gets it to Kuchera. His shot for 3 is up there, no good. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. First quarter in the books here tonight. Boys High School basketball. It's Adams Central 9, Malcolm 1. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island. The lawyers of Stellick Law Firm have over 90 years of combined legal experience. Our firm specializes in family law, personal injury, probate and estate planning, as well as real estate and corporate law. Stellick Law Firm believes in getting to know our clients and finding the best way to serve you. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Stellick Law Firm is ready to work for you. Let us be your voice.
5 Points Bank has been your hometown bank for over 40 years, and now you can take us wherever you go. Mobile Deposit allows you to deposit checks from your smartphone or tablet with our free business banking app. And never pay for an ATM charge again with our MoneyPass app. It maps out ATMs near you that won't charge a fee because of its partnership with 5 Points Bank. We're here to serve you in person and online, and that's why we're the better bank.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammers deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, And we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Crusader Gym. Here's a shot by Raider to begin the second quarter. It's going to be no good from three. 9-1 is the score. Adams Central has got the lead here in the C1H Sub-District Basketball Tournament semifinal game. The Clippers and the Patriots going here tonight. Chase Smith to the ball. 200 pass comes out here to Zigar. Zigar now to Kuchera on the wing on the right side. They get it inside. That's Meyer with his back to the basket. Back out here to a Little. 3-point territory. Meyer has got the ball. Moves it over here on the wing to Kuchera. They go back door and the pass is going to be intercepted. Intercepted here by Raider. That's going to be the fifth turnover now on the Malcolm so far here in the first half of play. Adams Central has got the 9-1 lead. Patriots have the ball. Riley Prop out here in 3-point territory. It's a man-to-man defense for Malcolm. Trey Schlechter has got the ball. Now to J.J. Foster. Far side to Prop for three. Shot good. Riley Prop hits a three-pointer there for Adams Central. It's now a 12-1 ball game. Boy, Malcolm still has not hit a field goal here in the ball game. They've got about 9.5 minutes without hitting a field goal here against the Adams Central defense. There's a shot in the lane. That baby's going to be no good by Little, but he's going to be fouled in the play. So Little will go to the free throw line. The foul's going to go on Slechta. Trey picks up his second personal foul. So Gavin Little to the free throw line. He's a 62% foul shooter in the season, 16 out of 26. He's averaging 9.3 points per ball game. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. So a couple of free throws for Malcolm so far in this ball game. Clippers are trailing by the score of 12-2. Again, earlier tonight, Grand Island Central Catholic winners over Broken Bow, 51-37. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. So 3 free throws now for Malcolm. That's a 12-3 ball game. By the way, over on Extreme Sports 2 tonight, we've got Hastings St. Cecilia and Kennesaw. That in the Class D1 sub-district down at Red Cloud. So St. Cecilia is playing Kennesaw at this time over on Extreme Sports 2. Marcus Metcalf has the play-by-play from Red Cloud. There's a pass out on the baseline that's going to be intercepted. Third turnover of the ball game now for Adams Central. Clippers coming back with the ball. Meyer has got it. Outside down to Kuchera. Right here at the top of the key. Moves it over to a Brixton Meyer. Meyer now to Miles McGill. There's a Meyer again on the wing. Out here now top of the key to Preston Kuchera. They feed it inside to Little. This shot's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to a Cohen Raider. The Clippers still without a field goal here in the ball game. J.J. Foster with the ball on the baseline. Moves it down in the deep right corner. That's Luxon now inside to Nienheiser. He's surrounded in a jump ball. Nope, it's going to be a timeout called here. Zach Foster down the mid-court stripe to call the timeout to save the possession. We'll take a break. We've got 5:33 to play. Quarter number 2, Adams Central 12, Malcolm 3 on Extreme Sports.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sunday special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and savor the flavors of the weekend.
All right, Mike Will back here at the Crusader Gym in Grand Island. 12-3 is the score. Adams Central has got the lead over Malcolm. Here's a pass to the near side. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Dusick. He runs her back the other way, and his shot is up and in. Nolan Dusick scores for Malcolm. That is their first field goal of the ball game, and it comes here with 5:06 to play in the quarter number 2. So they went about 11 minutes without hitting a field goal here in the ball game. There's a shot delayed there by Riley Province right in front of the hole. He drops it down the cylinder. It's now a 14-5 ball game. Adams Central has got the lead over Malcolm. Clippers have the ball back to their offensive end. A shot from the corner is going to be up there and in. Gavin Little nails a three-pointer from the deep left corner there for the Clippers, and it's now a 14-8 ball game. Adams Central has got the lead. The Patriots looking for their 15th win of the season here tonight, and have a chance to play Grand Island Central Catholic for a sub-district championship on the Thursday. Here's JJ for three. His shot's off of the back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Miles McGill for a Malcolm. Here come the Clippers back the other way. Brixton Meyer with the ball to Miles McGill. Over here on the right side down to Dusick. They're working to the elbow on the left side. They hand the ball away to Kuchera. Shot from 12 is going to be no good. Rebound comes down here to a Cohen Raider for the Patriots. Far sideline down to Riley Prop. 3:52 to play in the second quarter. 14-8. Adams Central has got the lead here. Patriots have the ball. J.J. Foster on the wing. Moves it to the free throw line. His pass down on the baseline is going to be out of bounds. Turnover number 5 on the Patriots. Adams Central in the first quarter hit only 4 out of the first 11 shots. 36%. The Patriots 1 out of 5 on three-pointers. 20%. They did not get to the free throw line in the first quarter. Malcolm was 0 for 11 in the first quarter. 0 for 8 from three-point territory. They were 1 for 2 from the free throw line. So not a good start for the Clippers. Right now, though, it's a 6-point ball game. There's a shot from the outside. It's going to be no good by Nolan Dusick. Ball is safe from going out of bounds, but now we're going to have a jump ball. And the possession arrow is pointing in favor of the Clippers. So Malcolm will play things in. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. Malcolm just outside of Lincoln, part of the Trailblazer Conference. 12-10 coming in here. Picking up a win last night over Gibbon in the play-in game here in the Sub-District Basketball Tournament. Chase Smith with the ball across the top to Meyer. There's a pass across the top of the key. It's going to be intercepted by Rader. He goes back and stuffs one home. Cohen Rader gets the interception. That's going to be turnover number 6 in the ball game for Malcolm. Rader comes back and slams it home on the other end. And now we have a timeout called here by Malcolm. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play here in the second quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Adams Central 16, Malcolm 8. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, 207 South Burlington, is the place for all your rehabilitation needs. PTSR offers a wide variety of services, including orthopedic, neurological, and sports injury rehabilitation. A certified hand specialist is available for the more delicate upper extremity injuries. Warm, aquatic therapy, and balance training is also available. PTSR has a strong industrial services division providing physical and functional capacity testing, as well as drug and alcohol screening. Please visit our website, ptsrhastings.com.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the #1 sports station because you make the phones light up.
Hi, Mike Will, Gene Schaum back here at the Crusader Gym in Grand Island tonight. Adams Central out to a good start. Patriots with an 8-point lead, 16-8. Adams Central led 9-1 after the first quarter after Malcolm opened the ball game, going 0 for 11 from the field and 0 out of 8 from three-point territory. The Clippers are back to win the 8 points right now, 16-8. There's another pass out on top. It's going to be intercepted again by Rader. That time he goes up for his stuff and he slips down. Rader may be hurt underneath the basket. Here comes Malcolm back the other way. Meyer has got the ball. Meyer now to Kuchera, and a foul is going to be called. So the second time Rader misses on the stuff, he was slow in getting up, and he trots back into the defensive zone now for the Patriots. And now he's going to come over and have a couple of words with Zach Foster. Rader is going to come out. Here comes J.J. Foster back into the ballgame. The last foul went on Braden Radigan. That's going to be the second foul on the right. I think, Rader's a little shaken up on the play. Here's Smith with the ball out on top now. There's going to be Dusick. Dusick now to Kuchera. Preston Kuchera finds a seam, drives to the basket, and shot is up there. Rattles out, no good. Battle for the rebound is brought down here by Chase Smith. He loses. Comes to Radigan. They lob the ball inside. Select has got it. The ball's going to be stripped away on the baseline, and then dribbling the ball out of bounds was going to be Kuchera. So they give her right back here to the Patriots. Here's Gavin Little coming into the ball game now for Malcolm. Going out will be Isaiah Beaza. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. Riley Prop with the ball out here to Selecta. Takes it inside the free throw circle over to the Rat. Far sideline now. Dribbling with the basketball over there is going to be Cole Larson who's in the ball game now. Larson, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Here's Selecta. Throws up a desperation shot. It's going to be off with the iron. No good. Down here by Prop. Prop has it stripped away, and a foul is going to be called. So Selecta throws up the desperation 3 at the end of the shot clock. It would not go, but the Patriots grab the offensive board. Brixton Meyer then commits a personal foul for the Clippers. It's going to be Adams Central inbounding the ball. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. 1:46 to play here in the second quarter. 16-8. Here's Prop for 3. Shot good. Riley Prop has got 11 points here in the first half for Adams Central. He's got 11 of the 19 points. Nienheiser has 2. Selecta has got 2. Cohen Rader has got 4 points here in the ball game. 19-8. Adams Central with the lead. Baseline jumper is going to be up there at end. Miles McGill scores off the right baseline for the Clippers. 19-10. 1:17 to play here in the quarter number 2 from the Crusader Gym, the home of Grand Island Central Catholic. Here's the Rat on the baseline. His shot hits the side of the glass. No good. Rebound comes down here to Malcolm. They run her back the other way. Meyer drives the ball into the paint. He's ducked on a play, and a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Braden Radigan for Adams Central. That is going to be the third foul now on the Rat. Adams Central playing with a short roster anyway. They're only playing about 8, maybe 9 guys, 8 guys basically, the last half of the season here. Now Radigan is on the bench with 3 personal fouls. A minute to play here in the quarter number 2. Adams Central has got a 19-10 lead over Malcolm. Clippers have the ball back in their offensive end. Here's Chase Smith down the left side of the lane. Has it knocked loose. Smith picks her back up. His shot there is going to roll off no good. Offensive rebound Little, and he's going to be fouled in the play. Gavin Little got the offensive board. A foul here is going to go on Cohen Rader. That's going to be the first foul on Rader. That's going to be team foul number 4 on the Patriots. Going to the free throw line again will be Gavin Little. He's 2 out of 2 from the line so far tonight. 62% foul shooter on the season. Little's free throw is going to be up there. That's going to be no good. As a team, Malcolm is hitting 54% from the line this year, 38% from the field, and 27% from three-point territory. They're averaging about 50 points per ball game on offense, giving up 46 on the defensive end. Shot by Little is going to be up there and in. And now it's a 19-11 ball game. Adams Central will have the ball. About 7 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. Ball now to a Weston Nienheiser. Riley Prop out here in three-point territory. That's a Luxon with the ball down here on the baseline. That's a Nienheiser. Jump pass out on top to Prop. Sends it right side to Luxon. Down on the baseline, J.J. Foster. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here on the left side of the lane, that's a Nienheiser. Down in the corner to Luxon. His shot's going to be no good. Rebound brought down here by the Clippers. Down the far side, Chase Smith with the ball. Takes it into the lane. His shot is up there. It's going to be no good, but he's going to be fouled in a play here with 1.9 seconds to go. And going to the free throw line is going to be Chase Smith. The foul here is going to go on Foster. That's going to be his first. So going to the free throw line now will be Chase Smith. And his shot up there is going to be no good. They'll have one more. Smith is a 38% foul shooter in the season. He's hitting it 1 for 3 right now in this ball game. He'll have one more shot here. Chase looks up and the shot is going to be good. So he scores to make it a 19-12 ball game. Here's a Nienheiser just across the half court. Throws up a shot. It's off of the glass. No good. And that is the end of the first half of play. Adams Central has got the lead over Malcolm after 2 quarters. It's Adams Central 19 and Malcolm 12. You're listening to boys sub-district basketball on Extreme Sports.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, 207 South Burlington, is the place for all your rehabilitation needs. PTSR offers a wide variety of services, including orthopedic, neurological, and sports injury rehabilitation. A certified hand specialist is available for the more delicate upper extremity injuries. Warm, aquatic therapy, and balance training is also available. PTSR has a strong industrial services division providing physical and functional capacity testing, as well as drug and alcohol screening. Please visit our website, ptsrhastings.com.
Did you know that one of the most important financial protections that you can provide for your family is to have a will? Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island can help you provide and make your last wishes known when your family is at its most vulnerable time. Call Stellick Law Firm today to get your estate plan completed. Stellick Law Firm is located in Grand Island, and you may call us at 308-675-4035 to get your estate plan started today. Stellick Law Firm. Let us be your voice.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, Mike Will, Gene Shaw back here at the Crusader Gym at Grand Island Central Catholic. We're at halftime. Adams Central has got the lead over Malcolm. The score is 19-12, and the Clippers went 0 for 11 in the first quarter. They were 0 out of 8 from three-point territory. Adams Central grabbed the early 9-1 lead after the first quarter. Patriots now leading by 7 at halftime, 19-12. Riley Propp has had the hot hand so far for Adams Central. He's had 3 3-pointers, and he's got a 2-pointer. Riley with 11 points here at halftime. Cohen Rader has got a couple of field goals. He's got 4 points. Trey Selecta has got a field goal for 2. Weston Nienheiser has got a field goal for 2. So the Patriots have not been to the free throw line here in the first half of play. Leading the way for Malcolm so far, Gavin Little. He's got 6 points in the game. He's got a 3-pointer. He is 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Nolan Dusek has got a field goal for 2. Miles McGill has got a field goal for 2. Chase Smith is 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. He has got 2 points in the game. So that's the way we stand. It's not been the most exciting game that you've ever seen. It's been kind of a slowed down type of game. Malcolm taking a lot of time off of the clock on their possessions here. And the Clippers are trailing by 7 at halftime, 19-12. Looking in down at Red Cloud, Easton St. Cecilia is playing Kennesaw tonight in the semifinals of their sub-district tournament. St. Cecilia has got the lead now. The score 14-5 going in to the second quarter. That game is airing tonight over on Extreme Sports 2. So I've got St. Cecilia on Extreme Sports 2 tonight with the Hawks leading Kennesaw 14-5. We've got the Patriots here on Extreme Sports, and Adams Central with the lead here at halftime. It's 19-12. Come back and check the shooting numbers after this. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings is the trusted name in sports injury management. The staff of PTSR provides up-to-date and efficient care of sports-related injuries, returning athletes quickly and safely back to the playing field. PTSR offers free evaluation of all sports-related injuries to all area athletes during convenient 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. hours Monday through Friday. Call 402-462-8824 for more information. Remember, Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings for all your physical and occupational therapy needs.
Have you or a loved one been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island, and we specialize in personal injury law. Let Stellick Law Firm assist you in making sure that you and your family are taken care of following a motor vehicle accident. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Let us be your voice.
If you're looking for auto glass work, call Auto Glass Experts of Hastings. They can fix your glass in just about anything from your car or pickup to heavy-duty repairs on your truck or farm equipment, tractors, loaders, graders, or semi-trucks. No other glass repair and replacement business comes close to the high standards of quality and customer service you'll find with the Auto Glass Experts. If you've just got a little ding in your windshield, they offer rock chip repair. Give them a call today at 402-463-0025 or stop in and see them at 405 West J Street in Hastings.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
Five Points Bank has been your hometown bank for over 40 years, and now you can take us wherever you go. Mobile Deposit allows you to deposit checks from your smartphone or tablet with our free business banking app. And never pay for an ATM charge again with our MoneyPass app. It maps out ATMs near you that won't charge a fee because of its partnership with 5 Points Bank. We're here to serve you in person and online, and that's why we're the better bank.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sundays special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and savor the flavors of the weekend. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye's Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come. TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet. TLC Vet Care of Hastings.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, 207 South Burlington, is the place for all your rehabilitation needs. PTSR offers a wide variety of services, including orthopedic, neurological, and sports injury rehabilitation. A certified hand specialist is available for the more delicate upper extremity injuries. Warm, aquatic therapy, and balance training is also available. PTSR has a strong industrial services division providing physical and functional capacity testing, as well as drug and alcohol screening. Please visit our website, ptsrhastings.com.
If you're planning to build a new home or add an addition to your existing one, trust the experts at Gangwish Construction. From general contracting, basement pouring, to bathroom remodeling, concrete work, and deck building, they handle it all with precision and care. They take pride in doing the job right the first time, every time. Contact Jeff today at 402-460-0013 and experience quality craftsmanship with Gangwish Construction.
If you are looking for good food at a reasonable price, you have to check out District 14 Bar and Pizza in Hastings. Choose a delicious, piping hot pizza with homemade thin or thick crust. Get one of their traditional pizzas like hamburger, pepperoni, or sausage, or try one of their specialty pizzas like combination, chicken bacon ranch, or barbecue shrimp. District 14 Bar and Pizza also serves your favorite burgers and sandwiches. Dine-in and carry-out are available. Plus, you can catch all the games on one of their big screen TVs. That's District 14 Bar and Pizza, 1105 Theater Drive in Hastings.
Welcome to Mid-America Truck Sales, where customer satisfaction is our top priority. With over 40 years of combined experience, Joe and Brandon have been proudly serving Hastings and the surrounding communities. Whether you're looking for a top-quality pre-owned truck, trailer, or piece of equipment, we've got you covered. At Mid-America Truck Sales, we believe the buying process should be stress-free, simple, and yes, even fun. Our goal? To earn your trust and have you recommend us to your family and friends. Unmatched quality, unbeatable deals. Stop by today. We're located at 3300 UTEC Avenue, just behind Menards in Hastings. Or visit us online at midamericatrucksales.com.
All right, back here at the Crusader Gym. Again, we apologize for the internet outage here tonight. Sometimes things are just beyond our control. There's a shot from the outside. It's going to be up there at the end. Miles McGill hitting a three-pointer. It's a 27-24 ball game. The Clippers are back into the contest. It was 19-12 at the end of the second quarter. And the Clippers have come out here to cut the Patriot lead down to just 3 points. Adams Central shooting to our basket to our right here in the second half of play. And there's a foul that's going to be called down here on the Clippers. So it's going to be a non-shooting situation. It's going to be Adams Central inbounding the ball down here. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. Adams Central with the ball. They feed it here to a Raiders. Shot from the elbow is going to be up there at end. Cohen Raiders scores. He's got 9 points in the basketball game. Now 29-24. Adams Central is leading. Here's a shot from the outside. It's going to be no good by Kuchera. Ball dances around on the baseline. They grab it here and sliding to the hole is going to be Kuchera. His shot is up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Meyer, and his shot is up and in. The Clippers a lot more aggressive in the second half of play. They're back into the ball game now. Adams Central 29 and the Clippers 26 here in the sub-district semifinal ball game from the Crusader Gym in Grand Island. Going for the steal there is going to be Little. He can't come up with it. Here's Adams Central's Trey Selected dribbling the ball down the lane, and a foul is going to be called. Team foul number 2 is called here on the Clippers. So Adams Central has got the ball. Selecta has got it. Selecta down to a Riley Prop. Comes to the near side. J.J. Foster takes it to the elbow. Foster down the left side to Selecta. Selecta back out to J.J. Takes it to the free throw line. Bounce pass down low to Selecta. Bounces off with defender. His shot is up and in. Trey Selecta, he scores for the Patriots, and it's now a 31-26 ball game here in quarter number 3 from the Crusader Gym. There's a Kuchera with the ball. Kuchera moves it out here to a Chase Smith. Adams Central in the zone defense here. Patriots had a 9-1 lead after the first quarter. They led at halftime 19-12. Here's a shot in the lane. It's going to be no good, but a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Nienheiser of Adams Central. The winner will play Grand Island Central Catholic on Thursday night in the sub-district final. Going to the free throw line is going to be Gavin Little. His shot is up there and it's going to be good. Little is now 5 out of 6 from the free throw line tonight. Gavin Little has got 10 points in the basketball game. And the Clippers are now within 4 points, 31-27. Here comes the next shot. It's going to be up there. That's going to be good. Little hits a couple of free throws. And it's now a 31-28 ball game. Adams Central has got the lead. Patriots have the ball. There's a Trey Selecta with it now. Selecta moves it here to Riley Prop. Prop gets it back out here. It's Selecta driving the ball down the left side of the lane. His shot's going to be up there and in. Trey Selecta, he scores. He's got 6 points in the ball game. 33-28. Adams Central has got the lead. There's a feed down in the deep right corner. That's McGill. And shot for 3. Good. Miles McGill lights him up from deep in the right corner. He's got 11 points in the ball game. 33-31. Malcolm is back within 2 points. Patriots have the ball. 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter from the Crusader Gym. There's a Trey Selecta with the ball out here in the 3-point territory. Selecta just across the midcourt stripe here. The Patriots will go for the final shot. Shot clock is off. We're down to 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Rader has got the ball. Rader down to J.J. at the free throw line to Selecta. Fakes the 3. Dribbles inside. Knocks down a man. A charging foul is going to be called here on Selecta. Trey Selecta is hit with the charging foul. Took the ball into the paint. Draws contact. That's going to be the 3rd foul. That's going to be the 4th foul on the Selecta. So Selecta now with 4. And we got 0.8 of a second remaining here in quarter number 3. Malcolm will inbound the ball. Mills fired up from the backcourt. It's going to be no good. And we have ourselves a ball game now after 3. The Clippers trailed by 7 at halftime. Adams Central's got a 2-point lead now after 3 quarters. We'll take a break with the score. Adams Central 33, Malcolm 31. You're listening to high school basketball tonight on Extreme Sports.
Bill Hamburger Remodeling has been doing work in the Hastings area for over 25 years. They provide remodeling and building services for both residential and commercial clients. Their services include new homes, additions, bathroom remodeling, kitchen remodeling, window installations, doors, siding, roofs, concrete work, drywall, painting, fences, and garages. Trust the professionals at Bill Hamburger Remodeling at 622 East 2nd Street in Hastings. Give them a call at 402-469-8551.
Extreme Sports. the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
Mike Will, Gene Shaw back here at the Crusader Gym at Grand Island Central Catholic. 33-31. It's Adams Central with the lead here over Malcolm. Clippers will have the ball to begin this fourth quarter play. They feed it inside to Chase Smith. Drops the ball down low. Baseline jumper is going to be up there. No good by Miles McGill. 31 is the score. Malcolm has got the lead. Or Adams Central has got the lead. Patriots now have the ball back the other way. Patriots shooting to our basket to our right here in this second half of play. There's a feed in the lane. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted here by the Clippers. That's a Meyer coming up with the ball. That's going to be the seventh turnover at Adams Central. The Clippers can pull ahead here with a three-point field goal. Gutierrez got it, feeds the ball inside. That's going to be Little turnaround jumper in the lane. It's going to be no good. He's going to be hacked in the arm, and a foul is going to go here on Adams Central. The foul is going to go on Foster. JJ picks up his third personal foul. Team foul number 1 on the Patriots here in quarter number 4. Going to the free throw line will be Gavin Little. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. Little is now 7 out of 8 from the free throw line tonight. He's got 12 points in the ball game here for the Clippers. 33-32. Adams Central with a 1-point lead. Next shot is up there. It's good. And the Clippers have come back. We are tied in the fourth quarter at 33 points apiece with 7 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Adams Central 14-8 on the season. The Clippers are 12-10. Adams Central jumped out to the early 9-1 lead here in this one, and now we got a timeout. Patriots want to call a timeout. They're scrambling a little bit here. 7 minutes and 13 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Adams Central 33, Malcolm 33 on Extreme Sports.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, see the professionals at North Shore Real Estate of Hastings. Real estate is one of the largest and most exciting investments you can make, and the folks at North Shore Real Estate are here to make sure the process is a fun and rewarding one. They serve Hastings, Harvard, Blue Hill, Kennesaw, and several other communities within a 35-mile radius of Hastings. They'll give you the guidance and support you need throughout the entire buying or selling experience. Give them a call at 402-461-6930 or stop in at 100 North Shore Drive in Hastings. North Shore Real Estate. Exigence, outstanding results.
All right, back here at the Crusader Gym. We're tied up at 33 points apiece here in the fourth quarter between Adams Central and Malcolm. There's a shot for 3 by Rader. Is going to be no good. Rebound comes down here to Luxon of AC, and a foul is going to be called here on Miles McGill. And Hastings St. Cecilia is playing tonight in Red Cloud against Kennesaw in their sub-district tournament. St. Cecilia had the lead at the last check. Here's a ball that's going to be inbounded, tipped away here in Red Cloud against Kennesaw in their sub-district tournament. St. Cecilia had the lead at the last check. Here's a ball that's going to be inbounded, tipped away here. Adams Central is going to grab the ball here on the near sideline. We're tied up at 33 points apiece here in the quarter number 4. Here's a shot from the outside. Is going to be no good there by Prop. And the rebound comes down here to Gavin Little. St. Cecilia now leading Kennesaw 46-39 after 3 quarters of play. So Kennesaw has come back. Battling with the Hawks tonight down at Red Cloud, 46-39. St. Cecilia with a lead on Extreme Sports 2. Miles McGill gets the field goal in the lane there for the Clippers, and all of a sudden, Malcolm has got a 35-33 lead over Adams Central here in the fourth quarter with 5:59 to play in the ball game. There's Adams Central in a deep left corner. Shot is up there and in a three-pointer. Trey Slechta hits the three-pointer. Frunk has now got 9 points in the ballgame. They left him alone out there in the corner, and he makes them pay for it, 36-35. Adams Central now with a 1-point lead. Malcolm has got the ball. The winner gets Grand Island Central Catholic on Thursday. Here's a shot from three-point territory. Good by Miles McGill. McGill now with 16 in the ballgame. And the Clippers are out on top of Adams Central, 38-36 now in the fourth quarter. There's a jumper from the outside for Adams Central's J.J. Foster. No good from three. Rebound comes down to Meyer. Brixton Meyer down the right sideline. Brings it into the offensive zone here against Luxon. Meyer stops. He gets the ball into the hands of the hot shooting Miles McGill. Down to a Meyer. Back on top to Chase Smith. Left side to a Kuchera. Shot for three. Good. Preston Kuchera hits the three-pointer. Malcolm cannot miss here in the second half. 41-36. Patriots are now down by 5 points here in the sub-district semifinals from the Crusader Gym in Grand Island. J.J. Foster with the ball. J.J. works it here to a select a traveling violation. Adams Central in the third quarter was 6 out of 10 from the field, 60%. They were 2 out of 5 on three-pointers. The Clippers were 6 out of 11 in the third quarter, 55%, but they were 4 out of 5 on three-pointers for 80%. 41-36, Adams Central trailing by 5 here. In the fourth quarter, down the lane is going to be Little. Lost control of the ball. It's picked up here. There's a shot from the outside by McGill. That's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to AC. Riley Propp with the ball. Down to a Weston Nienheiser. Nienheiser comes over to a Riley Propp. Free throw line extended right side. Propp takes the ball into the lane. The shot's going to be up there and in. Riley Propp scores. Propp has got 18 in the ball game. 41-38. Adams Central down by 3 here. In the fourth quarter, we're down to 4 minutes to play. Timeout's going to be called here by Malcolm. The Clippers want to call a timeout with 3 minutes and 56.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they are free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way, American Family Insurance. Give Matthew a call at 308-389-9124 or stop in at 204 North Walnut Street in Grand Island.
You are listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Mike Will, Gene Schaum back here at the Crusader Gym. Mike Will, Gene Schaum back here at the Crusader Gym at Grand Island Central Catholic. Adams Central had a 9-1 lead after the first quarter. It was 19-12 at halftime. Then the Clippers outscored Adams Central 19-14 in the third quarter. Got within 2 points at 33-31. And the Clippers grabbing their first lead of the ball game at the 5:59 mark of the fourth quarter at 35-33. It's now 41-38. The Clippers have the lead here, trying to pull off the upset on Adams Central here tonight. There's a feed to Chase Smith. He's going to be stripped of the ball. A turnover. Adams Central has got it. Now the ball is loose at the other end. It's going to be picked up here by Preston Kuchera. So the two teams trade turnovers. That's not what we need here. 3.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. 41-38. The Clippers have a 3-point lead. Adams Central in a man-to-man defense. There's a Chase Smith with the ball. Down to a Miles McGill around the screen. McGill on the wing on the right side. Throws it over to Chase Smith. Entry pass to get it inside. Gavin Little back outside for three. A shot there by Smith. No good. Foul's going to be called on the rebound. AC grabbing the rebound, but the foul is going to go on Little. That's going to be his first personal foul. That's going to be team foul number 2 on the Clippers here in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the game. Adams Central is down to the Malcolm Clippers here in the semifinals, 41-38. Propp with the ball. He dumps it down low to Nienheiser. His shot goes down through the hole. Weston Nienheiser gets his second field goal of the ball game. He's got 4 points, and the Patriots are now back within one, 41-40. 2:48 to play in regulation here at the Crusader Gym in Grand Island. High right side, that's a Miles McGill with the ball to Brixton Meyer. Meyer gets it to Kuchera, cranks up a three and hits it. Preston Kuchera hits his third three-pointer of the ball game for Malcolm. It's a 44-40 ball game. Malcolm has got the lead over AC. Riley Prop has got the ball now for Adams Central, right side of the lane. Jump pass comes out on top of Selecta. Down in the corner, Nienheiser. His shot's going to be partially deflected. The ball grabbed out of the air here by the Clippers, Preston Kuchera. And here comes the Clippers back the other way. Malcolm is the number 3 seed here in the sub-district tournament. Adams Central, the number 2 seed. Central Catholic, the number 1 seed. 44-40. Under 2 minutes to play in the ball game here. Driving the ball is Kuchera. His shot is up there, rattles out, no good. Bound for the rebound. It's taken down here by Meyer, but he loses the ball. Adams Central has got it now down the near sideline. Here's J.J. Foster with the ball, and now Zach Foster wants to call a timeout. Timeout, Adams Central, 1 minute and 38 seconds.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
This is Brad Musburger from VSiN. You're listening to Mike Will on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will, Gene Shaw back here at the Crusader Gym at Grand Island Central Catholic. Been a wild one here in the second half. 44-40 is the score. The Clippers of Malcolm High School have got the lead here over Adams Central. Patriots calling the timeout. They'll play things in here in their offensive end. Trey Selecta has got the ball to J.J. Foster. Now to Riley Prop. Here's a Raider for 3. His shot's going to be up there. He buries it. Cohen Raider hits a three-pointer for Adams Central. He's got 12 points in the ball game. And now it's a 44-43 ball game. Malcolm with a 1-point lead. 1:17 to play here in the fourth quarter. Adams Central in the man-to-man defense. Here's McGill with the ball. Takes it to the free throw line. Back outside to Meyer. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Miles McGill. He spins out here. Left side of the lane. Miles McGill, he gets rid of it. Kenton McGill has got the ball. 1 minute to play. 7 seconds in the shot clock. Deep in the right corner, McGill for 3. Shots up there, no good. Raider grabs the rebound. He's fouled in the play. Cohen Raider grabs the rebound. Foul is going to go on to Preston Kuchera of Malcolm. That's going to be his first personal foul. Into the ball game now, Chase Smith for Malcolm. Going out will be a Kenton McGill. Now we're down to 50.9 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Malcolm 44, Adams Central 43. Patriots have the ball. There's a Selecta. Selecta comes over here to a Riley Prop at the free throw line. Out here to Selecta. Bounces off with the defender at the free throw line. Out here to Riley Prop. Prop now to Selecta. Fakes the 3. Selecta trying to drive the ball inside the Prop down the lane. His shot's going to be up there. No good. The ball tapped out. It's loose. Selecta's got the ball. His shot in the lane is going to be no good. Offensive rebound. Follow shot is up and in. Riley Prop gets the offensive board and the putback. He's got 20 points in the ball game. Patriots now have a 45-44 lead and a timeout with 20.6 seconds to play. 20.6 seconds to play in regulation. We'll take a break with the score. Adams Central 45, Malcolm 44 on Extreme Sports.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
All right, here we go. 20.6 seconds to play. Adams Central with a 1-point lead, 45-44. Here come the Clippers up the floor. This is Meyer with the ball. Adams Central is in a man-to-man defense. Rader will pick up Meyer. 10 seconds to go. There's a pass deflected by Rader. A turnover on Malcolm. Adams Central has got the ball with 7.5 seconds to play. And a foul is going to be called down here on Preston Kuchera. Adams Central forces the turnover. That was Rader that got his hands on the ball. It was loose in the lane, and a foul is going to be called on Kuchera. With 7.5 seconds to go, Adams Central has got a 1-point lead, 45-44. Patriots will inbound the ball here in the backcourt. That was only team foul number 4 on the Clippers here in the fourth quarter. So Adams Central inbounds the ball. This is J.J. Foster going to play things in. Rader grabs it on the far sideline. He's going to be fouled on the play. And Rader will go to the free throw line with 6.4 seconds to play in the game. With the score sitting at 45-44. Rader goes to the line here. Cohen Rader is a 77% foul shooter on the season. He has not been there tonight. It's a 1-point ball game. Adams Central leading 45-44. Rader at the line here for AC. He looks up there. The shot is good. 46-44. Adams Central now with a 2-point lead. Rader can give AC, obviously, the 3-point lead here, but Malcolm would have a chance maybe on a desperation 3. Rader to the free throw line. His shot is up there, and the shot is going to be good. It's a 3-point lead now. And now we got a timeout called. So that gives Adams Central a 47-44 advantage. We've got a timeout. We'll be back after this. 6.4 seconds to play. Adams Central 47. Malcolm 44 on Extreme Sports.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
All right, Mike Will, Gene Shaw back here in Grand Island. 47-44. Adams Central with the lead with 6.4 seconds to play. As we look in down at Red Cloud, Kennesaw has come back and has got the lead over Hastings St. Cecilia. A minute to play in their ball game. Kennesaw 59, Hastings St. Cecilia 53. That game is airing tonight over on Extreme Sports 2. Kennesaw 59, Hastings St. Cecilia 53. 1 minute to play in Red Cloud. Now we got 6.4 seconds to play here in Grand Island. It's going to be Malcolm inbounding the ball. They need a 3-pointer to force overtime. Here's Little with the ball. Little down to Meyer, and he's going to be fouled in the play. He's going to be fouled in the play here by J.J. Foster. That's going to be the 4th foul on J.J., so still no free throws. That's only the 4th team foul called on Adams Central. So now with 2.6 seconds to play, Malcolm will inbound the ball in front of their bench here. And now Malcolm wants to burn a timeout. Malcolm will call a timeout as we will come back here. I think it was 2.5 left on the clock. We're down to 0.3 of a second somehow. Anyway, we'll come back. Adams Central with a 3-point lead. Patriots 47 and the Clippers 44.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your baking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
All right, back here in Grand Island, we're at 2.6 seconds They reset the clock. 2.6 seconds to go. 47-44. Adams Central has got a 3-point lead. Clippers will inbound the ball in front of their bench down here in their offensive end. Miles McGill will inbound the ball here for Malcolm. Miles looking. He gets in here to a Gavin Little. Throws it to the far side. It's going to be lost out of bounds by a Kuchera. The time is 0. Now the officials are going to discuss things. I don't know if it was lost out or tapped out by AC from the deep right corner. The officials are going to discuss things here. Adams Central says that they have the ball. And we'll see now. Now the officials coming over to the scores table. We're at 0 on the clock. The ball was deflected out of bounds. And they're going to give the ball. They're going to give the ball to Malcolm. Meyer is going to inbound the ball with 0.3 of a second to go. So that ball was tipped out by AC. Brixton Meyer will inbound the ball from deep in the left corner. 0.3 of a second remaining. Meyer looking. They play things into Little. His shot at the buzzer, no good from the far sideline. And the Patriots are going to survive. Adams Central is going to survive 47-44 over Malcolm tonight as Adams Central advances to the championship game on Thursday against the Grand Island Central Catholic. That game will go at 7 o'clock on Thursday. We'll have it for you here on Extreme Sports, beginning with the pregame show at 6:45. But Adams Central, they survive here tonight, 47-44 over Malcolm. Adams Central improves to 15 wins and 8 losses on the season. Malcolm will close out their year with a mark of 12-11. We'll come back with the final totals after this. You're listening to high school basketball tonight on Extreme Sports.
When it comes to helping you protect what's important to you, you can trust the licensed independent insurance agents at Klein Insurance of Hastings. No matter what type of insurance you need, from auto to home to farm and crop, Klein Insurance will get it covered. They'll help you find the right policy for your specific situation. Klein Insurance has been in business since 1959 and is locally owned. Same-day quotes are available. At Klein Insurance, you'll get years of expertise, attention to detail, and exceptional customer service. Klein Insurance, 710 South Burlington in Hastings. Call 402-463-1256.
If you're planning to build a new home or add an addition to your existing one, trust the experts at Gangwish Construction. From general contracting, basement pouring, to bathroom remodeling, concrete work, and deck building, they handle it all with precision and care. They take pride in doing the job right the first time, every time. Contact Jeff today at 402-460-0013 and experience quality craftsmanship with Gangwish Construction.
Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island. The lawyers of Stellick Law Firm have over 90 years of combined legal experience. Our firm specializes in family law, personal injury, probate and estate planning, as well as real estate and corporate law. Stellick Law Firm believes in getting to know our clients and finding the best way to serve you. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Stellick Law Firm is ready to work for you. Let us be your voice.
5 Points Bank has been your hometown bank for over 40 years, and now you can take us wherever you go. Mobile Deposit allows you to deposit checks from your smartphone or tablet with our free business banking app. And never pay for an ATM charge again with our MoneyPass app. It maps out ATMs near you that won't charge a fee because of its partnership with 5 Points Bank. We're here to serve you in person and online, and that's why we're the better bank.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sundays special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and savor the flavors of the weekend.
Extreme Sports the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, back here at the Crusader Gym at Grand Island Central Catholic. The Patriots survive here tonight as they knock off Malcolm. Final score of 47-44. Adams Central improves to 15 wins and 8 losses on the season. Malcolm will close out their year with a mark of 12-11. Adams Central got out to a 9-1 lead in the ball game tonight. The Clippers went 0 for 11 in the first quarter. 0 out of 11 from the field, including 0 of 8 from three-point range. Adams Central got out to a 9-1 lead. Patriots got into the second quarter. Malcolm did not hit their first field goal of the ball game until the 5:06 mark of the second quarter. So they went nearly 11 minutes at the start of the ball game without hitting a field goal. The Patriots had a 12-5 lead at that point. Adams Central led at halftime 19-12. Then in the second half, Malcolm played with a sense of urgency, and they were the aggressor in the second half. The Clippers pulled to within 2 at the end of 3 quarters at 33-31. They took the lead for the first time in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes and 50 seconds to play at 35-33. But Cohen Rader hitting a couple of free throws with 6.4 seconds to play to give Adams Central a 3-point advantage at 47-44. Clippers had a chance there at the end, but after inbounding the ball with about 2.5 seconds to go, they threw up a desperation three-pointer from the far sideline that was no good as it clanks off of the back of the iron. But Adams Central survives tonight, winning by a score of 47-44. So that sets up a rematch that we had during the regular season when Adams Central lost to Central Catholic here in Grand Island. They'll play again Thursday night at 7 in the sub-district final. We'll have the game for you here on Extreme Sports beginning at 6:45. So we check in on the other game over on Extreme Sports 2. Not a good night tonight for Hastings St. Cecilia. The Blue Hawks lost to Kennesaw tonight in the sub-district semifinals. Kennesaw beats Adams Central, or beats St. Cecilia tonight by a score of 61-56. So the Blue Hawks season is over. They're going to finish at 7-15 on the season. Kennesaw will advance to the district championship ball game on Thursday as they will take on Red Cloud. Kennesaw winning tonight over St. Cecilia by a score of 61-56. Head coach Zach Foster is going to join us for a couple of minutes here on the post-game show as Adams Central picks up the 47-44 victory. And wow, Coach, you took it to the wire again, but you hang on. Your feelings on the ball game?
Just really proud of our guys. I mean, you and I talked about it a lot. We kind of laid an egg on Friday, and you don't know how you're going to respond, at the end of the year in that situation. And, we had moments tonight we could have went away too. And we talked about in the locker rooms right now that typically the teams that keep playing this time of year, they want to keep playing, which sounds cheesy, but some teams just want to be done after 3 months of basketball. And I think our kids could have went away tonight if they wanted that. And I think just how they responded and how they played shows, their guts and their true character, and just really, really proud of them.
You got out to the halftime lead, 19-12. When they came out in the second half, they just looked like they were the aggressor in the third quarter and the second half. Did you get that feeling?
Yeah, I did. Credit to them. They made some shots, that they didn't make in the first half. But I thought there were some plays where we got a little tentative. And, again, momentum's a real thing, right, in sports. And they got the momentum swinging that way. We got a little hesitant, and we got back on our heels, versus being on our toes, which I thought in the first half I thought we were the aggressors. In the second half, in that third quarter when they made that run at us especially, I thought we got on our heels. We used the boxing analogy, right? We used it with Kearney Catholic where we just were on the ropes the whole night. The nice thing tonight is we were on the ropes in the third. We were taking punches, but then we punched back at the end and made some big plays down the stretch.
Cohen gets a couple of free throws. They give you a 3-point lead. What was the talk in the final couple of seconds there after Cohen gave you the 3-point lead?
We talked about giving fouls. We had fouls to give, and I thought Jay did a nice job of giving the one he gave. Just talked about how they didn't have timeouts, so if they scored a 2, it wasn't going to beat us, obviously, and just let the ball bounce and that kind of thing. But just trying to be real clear is what we wanted to do in that late game situation.
Riley Prop, we had him with 20 in the ball game tonight. He's one of the guys that he steps up. He's not always the leading scorer for you guys, but I'll tell you what, he's right there, and he had a good game tonight.
Yeah, and again, like we have some things that are fairly consistent with us, like any team. We have some things that are fairly inconsistent. But when Riley or Brody or Cole or one of those guards gives us some production, we go to a whole different level. And you go back to Friday night, like we really didn't get anything out of a bunch of guys. JJ all the way down. I mean, we just didn't have really much. And tonight I really thought, Riley just gave us confidence early, kind of put us on his shoulders. And, we always talk about, like, when you make a play that's contagious, like people see it and they pull their shoulders back and they get more confidence. You inspire other people. A rising tide raises all ships, something we always talk about. And I thought he just rose our level in the first half and gave us confidence that we could play well tonight.
What else did you see out there tonight? It was kind of back and forth there in the second half of play, but what else pleased you in the second half?
Just, again, I'm going to be repetitive, but just the fact that we didn't go away when it got hard. We found a way to get inside and find a way to get some stops. And again, they got pretty hot for a while there, and we switched to man, all man there down the stretch. We probably should have a little bit sooner. But I think the zone was good. Obviously kept them out of the lane for most of the game, but down the stretch I think switching to man helped us a little bit, and I just thought, overall we just kind of stuck together and made enough plays.
All right, let me be the first to ask you, Coach, a rematch with Central Catholic on Thursday night, your feelings?
Well, I think they're 20-5 or 19-5 for a reason. They're very good. They're hosting for a reason. They're very good. They're big. They're physical. They have no weaknesses. They're senior heavy. Like it's what it's supposed to be, right? If you're the 2 seed playing at the 1, they're supposed to be really good, and they are. They're really well coached. Coach Martinez does as good a job as anybody in the state at being prepared. There's nothing we're going to call that they don't already know. They probably know it better than our kids know it. So we're going to just have to, number one, be willing to fight. That's the first thing. If you're going to go out in the back alley and get into a fight with somebody, you better want to be there, or you're going to get your butt handed to you. So that's the first thing. It's just the physicality that's demanded when you play Central Catholic, that we have to be ready and willing to get in that physical fight. And then it comes down to offensive execution. We played here the first time in January, and we were ready for the fight. We competed, defended our butts off. We just couldn't make anything. And against them, you're going to have to hit some jump shots because it's just really difficult to score within 10 feet of the basket.
You'll have a day to get ready, Coach.
Oh, plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Facing a team like Central Catholic, it'll be a great one Thursday. It'll be jammed in here, I'm sure. Good show tonight. You hang on for the win. That's all you got to do.
Absolutely. Just really, really proud of our kids.
All right. Thanks a lot. That's Zach Foster again, the head coach for the Patriots. Adams Central survives here tonight over Malcolm. They win by a score of 47-44. Final numbers in on the ball game. Prop, he scores 20 in the ball game tonight for AC. Cohen Rader had 14. Trey Slechta had 9. And the Weston Dienheiser had 4 points. Only 4 guys really scored for Adams Central in the ball game tonight. Meanwhile, for Malcolm, they were led by Gavin Little. He had 13. Miles McGill, he had 16. So McGill had 16. Little had 13. Preston Kuchera had 9 points. Brixton Meyer had 4. Chase Smith had 2 points. And Nolan Dusick, he had 2 points in the ball game for the Clippers. Adams Central ended up shooting 19 out of 41 from the field tonight, 46%. The Patriots 7 out of 22 on three-pointers, 32%. AC from the free throw line only got there twice. They were 2 out of 2 from the line. Malcolm was 13 out of 39 from the floor, 33%. They were 8 out of 22 on three-pointers, 36%, 10 out of 13 from the free throw line, 77%. Rebounds dead even tonight, 22 apiece. Adams Central had 5 offensive rebounds, 17 on defense. Malcolm had 6 offensive rebounds, 16 on defense. 11 turnovers for Adams Central, 10 turnovers for Malcolm. Adams Central had 7 steals. Malcolm had 6. So again, Adams Central, they survived tonight. They beat Malcolm by a score of 47-44. Adams Central now 15-8 on the season. They will play at Grand Island Central Catholic on Thursday at 7 in the sub-district final. We'll have the game for you here on Extreme Sports, beginning with the pregame show at 6:45. Tomorrow we've got Hastings College basketball for you. Hastings College men will play in the quarterfinals of the GPAC tournament in Sioux City against Morningside. That game will go at 7. 6:45 for the pregame here on Extreme Sports. Hastings College women will also play tomorrow night at 7 in the quarterfinals. They will be at home as they take on Northwestern. The women's game tomorrow will be on Extreme Sports 2. The men's game will be on Extreme Sports 1. 6:45 for the pregame on both games, 7 o'clock for the tip-off. So we'll join you then. We'll be back here in Grand Island on the Thursday night for Central Catholic and the Patriots of Adams Central. That'll wrap things up from the Crusader Gym here tonight in Grand Island. For Gene Shaw, I'm Mike Will, wishing you a very pleasant good evening from Grand Island.
You've been listening to an exclusive presentation of high school basketball on Extreme Sports. If you missed portions of today's game, you can download our podcast at x-streamsports.com.
Get to the NBA and you get paid, you're not suddenly going to start playing hard.
And I'm so glad that you brought up the fact that, the attention and everything like that. The attention isn't going to go away in the NBA. It actually goes even higher because now you're making a whole heck of a lot of money. You're in a big market, and yeah, I'm right there with you. With Darren Peterson, I mean, we have to stand up for our fellow Petersons here, but I would take A.J. Devanza. I would take Cameron Boozer ahead of him right now as well. And for Darren Peterson, he's not necessarily the most dominant defender. Obviously, he's a really, really good shooter. And this year, it just feels like the guard class is a little bit weaker than it has been in the past. But the versatility that you get out of Devanza, the versatility that you get out of Cameron Boozer is far better than that of Peterson, in my opinion.
Yeah, Peterson, last night, some of the clips, if you break down the tape, he was incredibly lazy and not giving much of any effort on defense. And I don't know how you can continue to talk about, he's got so much talent, you got to take him number one. You can't fall in love with the offensive talent. And this is a guy who's not playing any defense. By the way, speaking of A.J. Devanza and BYU, in action at 8 p.m. Pacific tonight, and the betting market loves BYU. This number up from 9.5 to 14 here at Circa. So something going on here. A lot of sharp money on the favorite in Provo tonight. USC, UCLA, now pretty much 7. 6.5's out there too. So it's kind of a split in the line across the board on that game. Also an 8 p.m. tip in LA. And in Reno, New Mexico, Nevada, a pick'em here at Circa. Nevada -1 at some other spots. I have action on all 3 of those games tonight. Early in the second half, Tennessee 33, Missouri 30. Vols get a dunk and a foul. So early, 3 minutes into the early stages of the second half here.
Yep, and it's going to be interesting to see if Tennessee can continue to win that rebound battle down low because they've been so good in terms of giving themselves second and third chances. And for Missouri, 0 of 9 from three-point range in the first half. Just feels like it's a little bit of a different Missouri backcourt than we've seen in the past. They did win the turnover battle in the first half. They're going to need to do so in the second half if they want to pull this one out.
All right, Greg, Minnesota starting to lose contact with Michigan a little bit here. So when you mentioned you would lay 15.5 with Michigan on the live line, you are now live to win that bet. If we could track it 63-49, 7 minutes to go. Wolverines finally starting to pull away a little bit. Up 14, the live number is now 16.5, heavily juiced.
Yeah, and I do feel like that fatigue might be getting to Minnesota as well. They've gotten 7 total minutes off their bench. Jalen Crocker-Johnson being out with an injury, with Michigan wanting to push up tempo. I think that they need to continue to put the pedal to the metal to really pull away.
Look at this, Greg. Missouri's about to hit its first 3. You ready?
I'm ready.
I know. I'm watching the live betting screen, and it's way ahead of the TV feed. Boom. There it is. 34-33. Tennessee on top of Missouri. David Bierman up next. We're going to talk golf, betting, and more. Stay tuned.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Here's a look at your weather forecast, powered by weatherology.com. Overcast tonight with a low of 30. Northerly winds around 5 miles per hour. Mainly cloudy tomorrow. Slight chance for scattered showers, 61. Chance for scattered rain showers again tomorrow night, 30. Low 60s Thursday, warmer on Friday with highs in the upper 60s. And that's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Frobley. Currently, it's 39 degrees.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
This is VSiN Primetime on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
All right, Greg Peterson, game of the night. It's Tennessee, Missouri. Tigers finally take a lead here, 35-33. They finally hit a 3. How about Minnesota, Michigan? Wolverines up 66-52. Better late than never if you're going to wake up with the Wolverines, right?
Oh, absolutely. And they've been 12 of 26 from 3. So really good three-point shooting here for Michigan thus far tonight.
All right, let's go out to the Progressive guest line. Dial up David Bierman, Betting with Bierman, weekly guest here on the show. And David, how much basketball betting action do you have going on in the association or the college side tonight?
We usually have a couple of games. I worked with Tim Murray today on FanDuel Sports Network, so we currently have some action on the Baylor game. A couple of NBA games out there. One earlier, I had the Thunder on the road, so that was a good win out there at Toronto. For the most part, Matt, we're looking at golf that starts up there at I call it the Honda Classic because that's what I grew up with. It was down the street from where I grew up, down in Fort Lauderdale. I worked it as a high school kid, so that's the tournament this weekend.
Yeah, the West Coast swing is over, and now we move to Florida on the PGA Tour. And this is not one of the highest profile tournaments here, but that doesn't mean we can't find betting winners. And you and I have landed on a similar player. Well, the same player, Shane Lowry, 19-1. We probably have similar odds, but it's right around 19-1 or 20-1. Shane Lowry's got 3 top 5s in the past 4 years, 11th last year. This is obviously a course he loves. What's your handicap of Lowry and why he's your top pick to win this week in Florida?
Yeah, I like Shane Lowry here. A lot of it has to do with the fact that it is a weaker field and he's one of the better players in the field, but it's also because, as you mentioned, he loves this course. He's done everything but win it. Finished runner-up in 2022, tied for 5th in 2023, 4th in 2024, and T11 last year. For those counting at home, that's 4 consecutive top 11s. He was also the 54-hole leader 2 years ago, but then the typical South Florida rain and wind came in there and he blew the lead. He is the type of guy who loves playing these type of courses. You have dog legs, you have tight fairways, you have some water left and right. He's a very good golfer in the wind and rain conditions. And not only has one win since the 2019 Open, which were in similar conditions with wind and rain, but he's been all over the leaderboard at PGA National. Not only, Matt, is he tops in course history over the last 5 years at PGA National, but he's also top 10 in shots gained total in the entire Florida swing, which, as you know, includes the Arnold Palmer Invitational, the Players' Championship, and the Valspar in Tampa. What I like about him, and my main part about the handicapping, is he's 19th on tour in approach and 18th on approaches between 150 and 200 yards. That's key for this course. You want to be dialed in on the approaches, especially with the wind, possible rain, and water hazards everywhere. This guy is built for this course, and that's why I love him here at 19-1.
All right, so betting him to win, how about top 20s? I know you've had some success with top 20 bets. I know you did last week. How are you going to play Lowry here?
I'm going to play him to win. I am going to play him in the top 20 at minus 108. He's a guy that consistently finishes in the top 20, if not top 10 here. I did hit 4 of them last week, and I have 13 over the last 2 weeks, so I like spreading it around. I'll usually take 1 or 2 guys near the top of the board and then a long shot overall, but then I like to play top 20s. The one last week I liked the most was Adam Scott, who paid over 2-1 for the top 20. We almost hit Tony Finau in the back door there for it was about plus 280. We almost hit that one. But I do like Lowry as a top 20 as well this week.
Greg Peterson, do you golf at all?
Well, I went to Topgolf once like 6 months ago. That's about it.
That's it? You took a date to Topgolf?
Yep,
that's it. Brooks Koepka's back on the PGA Tour. And Koepka is a guy who's going to play. He's going to make his way onto your card this week. Hopefully he plays better, Bierman.
Yeah, and this is a guy who it's not hard to figure out what has gone right and what has gone wrong in the 2 events, 6 rounds that Koepka's played since his return. He's hit the ball very well, and I know the results don't show that, but he's 22nd on approach. We talked about approach a minute ago. 6th around the greens and 11th tee to green through those 6 rounds. What really has been bad, and I'm sure you and I can relate to this, is putting. He's 171st on tour. He has one guy worse than him on tour, and it's a rookie no one ever heard of. And he's already swapped out his putters in between his 2 events he's played. But what can solve your putting problems besides changing putters is the greens. Bermuda greens versus the Poa Ana greens that he played out in California. He excels on Bermuda greens. He likes it better, less bumpy, more flat. He's from the area. It's a virtual home game for him. And by the way, he was the runner-up here in 2019, and he finished tied for 16th when he was last on tour in 2022. Top 10 in the field in shots gains totaled in the Florida swing, which we just mentioned with Shane Lowry. He's in that 30-1 range to sprinkle, and I'm going to take him as a top 20 at plus 162. It comes down to putting with Brooks right now. And if he can figure it out on the Florida greens as opposed to California, I think he's live because he's actually shooting pretty well with his driver and his irons, and this is a home game for him, so I like him here.
Keep an eye on Koepka this week with the Masters around the corner, and Koepka should play well in this tournament. You're right, because he's got positive history on this course. It's kind of almost like a home game for him. Betting with Bierman. Bierman, what's going on with your podcast right now?
Podcast we're going to have tomorrow. We're going to have one of your guys, Zach Cohen's going to be on. We're going to be talking NBA games for tomorrow night as well as NBA futures. We'll touch on college basketball as well. We're going to tape that tomorrow afternoon. It should be live around 3 or 4 o'clock. VSiN, Zach Cohen on the podcast.
Greg Peterson, while we're talking golf here with David Bierman, let's get a couple of college hoop updates. What's going on with Iowa State at Utah, and how about Arizona at Baylor?
Baylor continues to lead 44-41 with about 17 minutes and change remaining in the second half. And this Iowa State game has gotten a little bit tighter. Iowa State still in the lead, but 45-40 with about 16 minutes remaining there.
Michigan was just up 16, and Minnesota has cut it back to 11. So inside 3 minutes there, Wolverines not going to cover. Will they cover those cheap live lines? We'll see. Michigan up 11 on Minnesota. David Bierman, back to golf in Florida this week. Cognizant Classic. Lee Hodges is going to be your long shot this week. What number, and why do you like him?
I got him at 105-1, which is my long shot. And I'm going to quote a stat from Jason Sobel, friend of Betting with Behrman and someone that I used to work at ESPN. The last 7 winners of this event have come from the 30-1 or longer range. Hodges fits that description. He's anywhere from 80-1 to 105-1 at DraftKings. He has a T9 and a T14 in his first 2 starts here before missing the cut 2 years ago. He's one of the top players in the top 20 in this event in terms of those Bermuda greens, and he's 9th overall in putting on tour. Got off to a good start with a T6 in Hawaii, where those greens are a little bit closer to the Florida greens. Hey, if you're going to play somebody that's longer than 30-1, why not go for broke with Lee Hodges at 105-1?
By the way, how surprised were you that Jacob Bridgman won at Riviera last week? And was he on your card at all? He was around 80-1, 100-1 to win that tournament. Barely held on to beat Rory.
No, he was nowhere near my card, and I can admit why, because what I saw at the end of the week before where he was down on the beach trying to hit balls from the beach to the green and went back in the water, to me, I thought that was just he lost about $300,000 on that 18th, that 72nd hole, playing around with the rocks and the beach there at Pebbles. So I basically said, all right, he's not going to rebound. You can admit when you're wrong in handicapping. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. You nail Adam Scott. But Jacob Bridgman, I did not see. And yes, it was a 1-stroke victory, but for about, 60 holes or so, it was a runaway win. He did hold on. He played a little too conservative on the back 9. But when you got guys like Rory McIlroy and Adam Scott breathing down your neck, that happens.
All right, final note here on your best bets for the tournament in Florida this week. Ryan Gerard and Johnny Kiefer, how do you plan to play these two?
I actually like Ryan Gerard very, very much, but I can't justify the 14-1 co-favorite price you have on him. He's going to be a very popular play, but I'm going to play him in the prop market at a top 10 finish at about 170. He finished 4th here in 2023 and tied for 25th last year, so he's been there and has good course experience. He's 8th on approach. That's the stat I keep looking at, and 15th from the 175 to 200 range. Also 19th tee to green. He's made the cut in all 5 events this year, so if you want to look at someone to play in the DFS world, if you're doing daily fantasy golf, he's the guy as well. He has 2 runner-up finishes. He opened the season with back-to-back runner-ups, and he also has a T11. He didn't have a very good week last week until the weekend where he shot a 69 and 67 to get him into the top 30 in a decent cash. So I like him this week. I just can't justify the 14-1 price. I'm going to play him in the top 10 market.
A little more than a month away from the Masters. I've got a couple of long shots I've played so far. How about you? Did you bet anything for Augusta yet?
I have Scotty Scheffler, which shouldn't be a surprise since he's the best player in the world. But what's notable about that is he's the second leg in a 4-leg championship parlay where the first leg is the Gators to win the SEC regular season title, which we're about a week away from clinching that one. Combined with Scotty, you throw in the Oklahoma City Thunder and Colorado Avalanche, and I might be buying you dinner next time I show up in Vegas.
All right. Well, good luck with that, and hopefully that hits. That's a 4-leg parlay that I think you probably got a decent shot at. Betting with Bierman. I always appreciate your time every week here, David, and best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, Matt. Good to see you again, Greg. Have a good one.
David doing a great job on the FanDuel Network shows, too, that Tim Murray appeared on today and gave out a couple of winners. Dayton as a home dog, and we think Baylor's going to be a winner, catching the points at home tonight. More college hoops with Hoops Peterson.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MAP to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MAP for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MAP for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the number one sports station because you make the phones light up.
Five Points Bank has been your hometown bank for over 40 years, and now you can take us wherever you go. Mobile Deposit allows you to deposit checks from your smartphone or tablet with our free business banking app. And never pay for an ATM charge again with our MoneyPass app. It maps out ATMs near you that won't charge a fee because of its partnership with 5 Points Bank. We're here to serve you in person and online, and that's why we're the better bank.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student-athletes.
Reuter Auction and Realty is proud to serve Nebraska and northern Kansas for the last 5 decades. We are experts in selling agricultural real estate. Our tools include traditional listings, simulcast auctions, and online-only auctions. Our dedication to details is second to none, and we realize most of our clients have one chance in a lifetime to sell their family's assets. We are full-time land brokers committed to our clients, trusted for decades. Call us today at 402-463-8565 or go to reuterauction.com.
This is VSiN Primetime on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
All right, we're back with Greg Hoops Peterson. We got a half hour to go here, Greg, and Dustin Sweetelson's going to pick it up after us, and he's going to get the conclusion of the Arizona-Baylor game. Right now in Waco, we're tied at 46, so that Bears lead has evaporated.
Yep, and the big reason why, Jaden Bradley has went into takeover mode for Arizona. Yeah. He's right now got 18 points, 4 of 6 from 3, so he's keeping Arizona in this game, and he's trying to help them stave off a upset here.
Tennessee and Missouri just traded threes, and Missouri up 53-48 with 9 minutes to go. And that one, it looked like Tennessee was going to take control of this game, but the Tigers have fought their way back and now lead by 5 with 9 minutes left.
Yep, this one has certainly been a slog as Missouri started 0 of 10 from 3, but they've been able to knock down 3 threes here in the second half. And the big key for Tennessee, they need to do a little bit more in terms of giving themselves second and third chances. That's their real strength. They're a top 3 team in terms of percentage of their missed shots that result in an offensive rebound. And they've already grabbed 11 offensive boards thus far, but they're just not knocking down shots, for lack of a better term. And 2 of 5 at the free throw line. When you're trailing like this, that becomes all the more important.
You know, you mentioned Oklahoma could be a dangerous team in the tournament. Oklahoma can't get to the tournament. Can they?
They would need to pretty much win out.
Sooners would be 4-11 in the SEC if they win tonight. They're probably going to win tonight. They're up 66-52 on Auburn.
They have good guard play, and that's probably going to be able to give you a little bit of value moving forward if you're taking them against the spread. But been a just rough year for them defensively, and it's been an even rougher year if you look at Auburn. They're outside the top 200 in terms of points allowed on a per possession basis. It's just an SEC that in general has a lot of teams that have not been able to hold up defensively. It's why you've seen Florida be able to surge to the top because they're one of the few teams that do so. And I just really noticed that with the SEC this year, which has been a big reason for their fall off from a season ago.
Lucas Hoban, the Stephen Curry of Air Force basketball, has got 5 threes tonight. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line, but he can't do it all. 21 points for Lucas Hoban. Air Force trails by 7 with 8.5 minutes to go. San Jose up 70-63, and there is sharp money in the market on Air Force tonight. Air Force catching 6.5 or 7, and Air Force 1-13 against the spread in the past 14 games.
And currently a nice hearty 0-16 in the Mountain West. So it's not been great. And here's why San Jose State leads. 11 of 20 from three-point range as Air Force has more holes to fill with their defense than Swiss cheese right now. It's really not been great.
You're going to have to work on your those lines a little bit. You said cold as an igloo, as many holes as Swiss cheese. Greg, get a little bit more creative than that.
Oh, we are going to do our best.
Those
Don't
are
you
old
worry.
cliches. Come up with some new material, can you?
We will do our best.
Okay. Think about that where you're running 12 miles tomorrow.
We have to get creative. The creative juices are there, but we've been too busy breaking down 350 games a week in college basketball. What can I say? Sometimes you have to leave other things at the table.
Tennessee, Missouri is our game of the night. 8 minutes to go. Something about this Tennessee offense always bothers you, right? They go through these scoring droughts, and the Vols are doing it again. I'm on Missouri here plus 3.5, but it's not like Missouri's been playing great. Tennessee's just slumping offensively here. Tigers take a 3 from the corner, wide open 3, and they make it 56-48 now. 8-point lead for Missouri with 8 minutes to go.
Yep, and right now for Tennessee, the turnovers have really been what's killed them. 13-8, they are losing the turnover battle in this game, and that's really plagued them all season long. Like with Tennessee, I think the big thing is they're missing Zagai Ziegler, who was in that backcourt for seemingly 500 years for Tennessee. They've given the keys on over to Jacoby Gillespie, and while he gives you like 15 points per game, while he does give you a few, it says the turnover issues have very much been there for Tennessee, and right now that's plaguing them here tonight.
Nate Ahmet with a miss, but he rebounds it, and he puts it back in 56-50. 7 minutes ago. That's 6'10" freshman for Tennessee. He's going to be there 1 year and gone.
Yep, he's going to be one of those guys that gets drafted in the lottery as well, and has really been nice here in SEC play. But again, outside of Gillespie and Ament, who's going to be able to step up? You've gotten absolutely nothing whatsoever tonight out of Jalen Carey. He's got as many points as the two of us. They need some of these ancillary guys to step up.
Mark Mitchell, senior guard for Missouri, 20 points. He's been a big key for the Tigers coming back to take this lead. They now lead by 4. Their 8-point lead just got chopped in half in the last 2 possessions. Iowa State up 53-40 at Utah. I'll tell you what, Greg, this Utah team's tough to back in pretty much any situation.
Yeah, they really are.
You laid the points with Iowa State, didn't you?
I did lay the points with Iowa State, and if they weren't 4 of 8 at the free throw line, they currently would be covering the number. But for Iowa State, they're right now just running away with this game in pretty much every facet. Utah with 13 turnovers in the first 27 minutes of the game. Utah actually shoots better from three-point range away from home rather than at home. Riddle me that. But other than Terrence Brown, who's given them 14 points, and overall for the season has given them 20-plus points per contest, there just hasn't been a lot here for this Utah team. And for Iowa State, the way that they generate turnovers, the way that they shoot from 3, is one of the best teams in all of college basketball, in my opinion.
Greg Hoops Peterson, you can read his college basketball best bet write-ups at vsin.com every day. And your podcast, Coast to Coast Hoops, is up every night. So tonight, when you talk about game 681-82 on the rotation, Oakland and IU-Indy, what are you going to have to say about this game? The Golden Grizzlies laying 5.5 on the road, total of 172.5.
Yep, this is one of the games that's going to make my write-ups as well. I'm going to be in on the under, and I'm a little late here with Oakland. I said Oakland as a 9.5-point favorite, mainly because it's an IU-Indy defense that they play one of the most just strange styles that you're going to see. They full-court press for 90-plus feet. but they gamble for turnovers. They're a top 30 team in terms of turnovers generated on a per possession basis, but that leaves them very vulnerable to giving up open looks. Outside the top 340 in terms of opponents' 2-point and 3-point shooting percentage. And one thing Oakland has done a good job of, take care of the ball. Brody Robinson, transfer from UT Arlington, gives you about 6.5 assists per game. Oakland entered the day 43rd in terms of fewest turnovers on a per possession basis, so that solves the riddle of IU Indy. Now, Oakland, not great with their defense either, 322nd in terms of points allowed on a per possession basis, but for Oakland, they do have a little bit more down low with the likes of Michael Hoagie, Bari Navarula being able to give you about 6 or so rebounds per game, and IU Indy at home outside the top 250 in terms of points per possession. So, like the under, and I like Oakland on the road.
Greg Campy and the Grizzlies going to lay the points on the road there. The game I'm going to be most focused on, and most people will tomorrow, is the rematch, St. John's, UConn. And I want to play UConn here, Greg. I was hoping the number was going to be a bit cheaper than this. It's 4.5 or 5. Now we're seeing mostly 5s on the board. Danny Hurley was disgusted with his team's defense in the loss to Creighton last week. I like UConn here. I'm not crazy about laying the number. What's your take? St. John's on a 13-game win streak, but really the only notable win in that entire streak against a quality opponent was UConn, right?
Yep, exactly. And other than UConn and Villanova, you just don't really have NCAA tournament-worthy teams in the Big East with the fall-off that we've been seeing out of Seton Hall recently. And I'm with you. I was hoping that it would be a little bit lower, but I'm willing to lay 4.5 to 5 with UConn. The max I'd be willing to lay is 5, but for this UConn group, I do think that that weekend win that they got over Villanova was able to get things all sorted out. It still has been a very rock-solid defense, top 50 team, an opponent's 2-point and 3-point shooting percentage. You've got the versatility of Alex Caravan, and the one thing that I just don't like for St. John's, who's their point guard? Like right now, Zuby Ejiofor and Dylan Mitchell are leading the team in assists. They've gotten a little bit more out of Dylan Darling, which I like to see, but with them not having a point guard against a guy like a Solo Ball, you've had a lot of Silas Demery for UConn as well. I think that they get revenge here. So I'm with you. I'm willing to lay that number with UConn.
UConn's going to be on my card. I'll money line that. I'm also going to lay the points and expect UConn to get revenge against the St. John's team. That you're right. I said this early in the season. I love the talent, but where's the point guard? And Rick Pitino said, we don't need a point guard. You don't need one.
Which, for as smart of a coach as he is, for as great as he is, that just felt like an outlandish comment.
There's a drive and an and one opportunity for the Vols. 58-54. Tennessee within 4 with 6 minutes to go. How about the Arizona-Baylor game? You said you felt like Arizona was going to come back and win this, lay the 1.5 live, and Arizona now up 2 with 11.5 minutes to go in Waco.
This feels like it's going to be a big giant sweat. I do think that Arizona is going to be able to pull it out, and right now, I mentioned him a few minutes ago, and I'll say it again, Jaden Bradley now up to 5 of 7 from 3-point range. He's willing the team all by himself. Now for Arizona, they've lost a turnover battle in this game, 7-5, and the big key for Baylor is that they are now losing the offensive rebound battle as well. That's really been the bread and butter of Baylor, being able to grab second and third chances. 10 offensive rebounds thus far for Arizona to get them the lead back.
TCU up 46-38 on Bobby Hurley and Arizona State. Baylor, Arizona now tied at 55, and Missouri up 60-55 on Tennessee. Greg, tell us about that Hoops Mania special one more time. Where do you sign up for that?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, VSiN is offering a Hoops Mania special. You get VSiN Pro access all the way through May 1st. It's for just $29.99. You get write-ups from folks like myself, daily best bets from all the VSiN show hosts and guests, real-time DraftKings and Circa betting splits, AI-powered prop tools and matchup analysis, 24/7 video, and plus our March Mania betting guide that will preview every single team in the tournament. Sign up over at VSiN.com/subscribe, VSIN.com/subscribe.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Here's a look at your weather forecast, powered by weatherology.com. Overcast tonight with a low of 30. Northerly winds around 5 miles per hour. Mainly cloudy tomorrow. Slight chance for scattered showers, 61. Chance for scattered rain showers again tomorrow night, 30. Low 60s Thursday, warmer on Friday with highs in the upper 60s. And that's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Frobley. Currently, it's 39 degrees.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
Did you know that one of the most important financial protections that you can provide for your family is to have a will? Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island can help you provide and make your last wishes known when your family is at its most vulnerable time. Call Stellick Law Firm today to get your estate plan completed. Stellick Law Firm is located in Grand Island, and you may call us at 308-675-4035 to get your estate plan started today. Stellick Law Firm. Let us be your voice.
Cybersecurity is a fundamental component of today's business operations. It's not just an add-on, it's essential for business protection. At Hamilton Business Technologies, we know that cyber threats are always changing and require constant vigilance. That's why our team delivers real-time threat monitoring and advanced security protocols to safeguard your data and reputation. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we put security at the forefront of your success. Cybersecurity is business. Hamilton is business. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
At Midwest Farm Management, often the most challenging decision to our clients is what to do with a family farm. We've been helping answer this question since the 1970s. Our company is focused on working with tenants that are good stewards of the family farm while offering excellent returns to our owners. Our services include, but are not limited to, detailed financial and field reports, grain marketing, crop insurance, and finding and executing a lease agreement that best fits your farm. Give us a call today at 402-463-1110 or find us on the web at MidwestFarmManagement.com.
Since 1946, Coley Pipe and Steel continues to meet the pipe and steel needs of greater Nebraska and Kansas. Coley Pipe and Steel is a one-stop shop for all of your pipe and steel needs. Coley Pipe and Steel stocks a wide variety of steel and plumbing products, from custom steel products to structural steel, rebar fabrication, steel fabrications, and retail and wholesale plumbing parts and fixtures. Remember, Coley Pipe and Steel of Hastings. They're located at 405 West South Street and the plumbing showroom at 300 South Colorado in Hastings.
This is VSiN Primetime on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Pretty good game of the night we got going on here. Missouri is a home dog, 3.5, 4-point home dog, up by 6, under 4 minutes to go. But Tennessee trying to make a late push with Nate Ament going to the free throw line here. Greg, we got 3 good games late tonight. USC, UCLA. I took USC plus 7.5 in that one. At Pauley Pavilion, we have Central Florida, BYU. God, this number's up to 14.5 at some spots. Talk about taking a bad number. I took 11.5 overnight with UCF. That game in Provo, tipping at 8:08 p.m. You know, area code 808. You know the significance of that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
What is it?
I believe that would be the Hawaii area code.
That's correct. You got to give the answer. You can't just say, yes, I know that. How about New Mexico, Nevada? That game in Reno, and it's a pick 'em here at Circa. Nevada -1. At some other spots, I've got Nevada plus 1.5 there. So actually on 3 dogs tonight, plus Missouri, plus 3.5 here. Hopefully the Tigers can get there. Greg, we're going to continue looking at tomorrow's card, but I want to mention this weekend On the Saturday schedule, we're going to start the Circa College Hoops Challenge again this year, 4th annual. The winner of the first year was Will Hill. The second year, David Deneen out of Reno. And last year, Paul Stone was the winner of the Circa College Hoops Challenge. We got 15 handicappers coming back. You're in the field, I'm in the field, and we're going to have our 5 best bets from the Saturday card this week.
Yep, it's going to be a lot of fun. Always look forward to this, and I'm still salty about your number one because I lost it in that Florida Atlantic versus Memphis game in the NCAA tournament to our good friend Will Hill.
Yeah, Will Hill barely held on to win the first year, but he did hold on to win. Hopefully he's going to be with me on the Friday night show this week, and again, we're going to get that cranked up. You can find all the details up at vsin.com or vsin Live on Twitter. And on the Saturday morning show, the Friday night show here on VSiN Primetime, and Saturday morning with Tim Murray's when you get all the selections for the Circa College Hoops Challenge, week number 1. This week we're going to have 45 plays over 8 rounds, going to go all the way through the national championship game in April. Greg, let's continue to look at the Wednesday card. Again, your write-ups, your best bets for tomorrow, already up at vsin.com.
Absolutely.
Did you do this during the show while you were talking?
Well, I was doing some of them. I actually do some of the write-ups while I'm doing my jog. I'm seeing the early numbers coming out, and I'm thinking, all right, what are the games I'm going to be writing up? Where am I seeing the edges that are going to be up there? And I did a few of them during the show. I did a few of them as well while I was waiting to come on the show as well. So we find a way to be able to get them all in. And there are just a few games that you take a look at the card overnight and you're thinking, man, I'm thinking that I'm going to have a little bit of an edge here. So it's a little bit of just a mix mash, and it all comes together into one very beautiful article.
By the way, do you know what the record is on your columns, your best bets for the season? I mean, you've got hundreds of plays, so.
Thousands. I don't know the record for the exact season off the top of my head, but I can tell you they won 11-2 yesterday.
Oh, that's good. 11-2 yesterday.
Yep, we won 11-2 yesterday.
Nice job.
From the count tonight. I think we started out 5-3.
How'd you have 13 plays yesterday? That was a short
I wrote
schedule.
up all 9 games.
Wow. Okay. How about Wisconsin, Oregon tomorrow night? Ducks off the win at USC. Whiskey, been a pretty consistent team aside from the blowout loss at Ohio State. This Wisconsin team's been really good over the past, say, month and a half. A blowout loss to Purdue, blowout loss at Ohio State. Otherwise, pretty solid Whiskey team, laying 4.5 or 5 at Oregon.
Yep, I'm going to be willing to lay it here. This one did not make the article, but that said, I said Wisconsin is more of a 7.5 point favorite because it's just really hard to trust this Oregon team. I mean, congratulations on being able to knock off USC, but for Oregon, it just feels like this is going to be the last year for Dana Altman, not having out there in your main backcourt piece, and Jackson Shellset has hurt them. Getting back Nate Biddle's really nice, but for Wisconsin, they've been really good on the road here recently. They knock off Michigan in the state of Michigan. They have that road win against Illinois, in which they need to pull out in overtime. And for Wisconsin, they just do the little things well. They're a top 25 team in terms of not turning the ball over, top 30 team in terms of their free throw shooting as well. With Oregon, they've been outside the top 200 in terms of both points scored and points allowed on a per possession basis. They're very short-handed. I have to lay it here with Wisconsin despite the travel.
Yeah, Wisconsin, 4.5 looks like the best number out there if you're going to lay it with the Badgers on the road. How about one more in the Big Ten? Ohio State at Iowa. And Hawkeyes, I was hoping this number was going to be a little bit cheaper, too. Iowa is a 6 or 6.5 point favorite.
Yeah, it is starting to get up there a little bit, but it is an Iowa State team that's going to be shorthanded once again. John Mobley, he is out for the rest of the season, so that very much hampers them. And for Iowa State, they still are a team that does a relatively solid job in terms of guarding the three-point line, and I do think that at 6+, that would be becoming my buy point on Ohio State. I'm seeing between 5.5 to 6.5 in the market. I've yet to bet this personally. Probably will be doing so after I get off air. But that said, with this Ohio State team, I think that they're going to need to turn games into a little bit more, shall we say, defense-oriented games. And you do have a perfect case study here with Iowa being one of the slowest teams in all of college basketball. Right now, that total's right around 141.5, 142. Initial lean is to the under. And as long as I can get more like a 6.5, I would be willing to take the points with Ohio State.
Missouri had a wide-open look at a three, up 67-60. Of course, he missed it. Fast break the other way, Tennessee scores, and then Tennessee drills a 32-footer to cut it to 2. It could have been a 10-point game. Just like that's a 2-point game. Missouri up 67-65 with 2:20 to go. How about on the West Coast tomorrow night? Let's go Utah State, San Diego State. Not too often you see this, Greg, but at one book right now, BetMGM, I'm seeing San Diego State as a 1.5-point home dog. Aztecs are actually 1.5-point home favorites at DraftKings.
Yep, you do find that from time to time with these tight lines of 1 to 1.5, where a book sort of throws out their number and they let people bet into it. But
you just don't see the Aztecs as home dogs very often.
No, not at all.
I don't know if they'll close home dogs. I doubt it.
I did set San Diego State as a 1.5-point favorite as well. It's just hard to go against them in the VA odds center. That's what I'm really looking at here, and this is what I did write up, is the under. I set my total at 141.5 because Utah State is a top 5 team in the country in terms of turnovers generated on a per possession basis away from home. San Diego State also really good at generating turnovers, top 20 in that regard. And for San Diego State, they were really good with their 3-point shooting towards the beginning part of the season. That's fallen off a little bit, but something that I find with San Diego State, and it feels like it happens every single year, when it comes to like non-conference play, the early portion of conference play, they're playing a little bit faster than what they do at the back half of the season. They're starting to slow down in that tempo once again. You've got a Utah State team that's pretty strong down low, but they're honestly not a great free throw shooting team. They're outside the top 200 with their free throw shooting percentage. For San Diego State, they've dealt with Magoo and Quath being in and out of the lineup all season, but feels like they're starting to gain a little bit of chemistry. So relatively a pick 'em line is what I'm seeing here at Circa. I'd be willing to take San Diego State just on the money line / as a pick 'em to go along with that under.
All right, quick handicap on UNLV Grand Canyon and Lopes 7.5, total of 154.
I just do not have any faith whatsoever in this UNLV team. They actually shoot it halfway decent from 3-point range away from home, but it's a Grand Canyon team that does a tremendous job with their defense. They're a top 35 team in terms of points allowed on a per possession basis. Now, Grand Canyon, they themselves outside the top 300 with their 3-point shooting percentage, and that really puts me in on the under. But for Grand Canyon, I think that they've got the most versatile player out there on the floor, Nana Owusu-Anane, who comes over from Brown. He'll give you like 10 points, 8 boards, quite a few assists. He does a great job in terms of stuff in the stat sheet. It's a Grand Canyon team that's been pretty solid themselves in terms of generating turnovers, and we saw the last time these two teams played. Grand Canyon really tightened up the screws in the second half on defense. Only reason why you got the over was that you had like 17 points in the final 90 seconds, so I'm backing on the under. I think the Grand Canyon at home with just an absolutely ruckus home environment, they get the job done. Willing to lay that number.
Joe Lunardi's bracketology has Ohio State, USC, San Diego State among the first 4 out right now. Santa Clara is one of the last 4 in. Santa Clara at St. Mary's, and Gale's laying 5.5 on the opener.
I do like the points here with Santa Clara. That did not make my write-up. The write-up was on the under in this game because you got a St. Mary's team that, shock, surprise, surprise, they're playing slowly again. They're about 300th in the country in terms of total possessions per game, and they do take away one of the fortes of Santa Clara. Santa Clara has not been as great of a 3-point shooting team this year, but they've been good on the boards. Top 20 team in terms of grabbing their misses as an offensive rebound. St. Mary's, obviously, they do a great job on the glass themselves with guys like Andrew McKeever and company, but I do think that with Santa Clara doing a pretty solid job in terms of being able to guard on the inside, the way that they've been able to find buckets on the inside as well, that this becomes just a tough physical game like that under and the 5.5 that I'm seeing right now with Santa Clara.
Let's get an update on the Air Force game. Before we go tonight, Greg, do we have an update? We have a final score, and guess what? You cover. If you took the points with Air Force, 6.5 or 7, you get there. 86-80, San Jose, the final.
I told you I needed 7 points and not half a point less.
Well, you got there. Thanks to Doug Kazarian, Jeff Sherman, and David Bierman, the guests on tonight's show. Stay tuned for VSiN after VSiN Primetime for Cashing Out with Dustin Sweetelson. He's going to be part of the Circa College Hoops Challenge as well. Greg, you didn't talk much tonight. You didn't have much to say, but it was great to have you in as a co-host.
Well, it's always great to be in the company of one Matt Humans.
Greg Hoops Peterson. Stay tuned for Dustin Sweetelson on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster.
Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
Hey,
From Feature Story News in Washington, I'm Nick Harper. The family of Nancy Guthrie is offering a reward of up to $1 million for any tips that lead to her recovery. The mother of TV news anchor Savannah Guthrie was taken from her home in Arizona more than 3 weeks ago. Savannah Guthrie posted a video to Instagram acknowledging that her mother might already be dead, but asking at least for information with hope that she's still alive.
We still believe in a miracle. We still believe that she can come home. We are offering a family reward of up to $1 million. You can be anonymous if you want.
Meta has agreed to buy billions of dollars worth of AI chips from US chipmaker AMD to build new data centers and could become a 10% owner of the company. The deal is a major challenge to Nvidia, which currently dominates the market for the processors powering the artificial intelligence boom, as FSN's Iris Pitzer reports from San Francisco.
AMD says Meta will purchase enough of its cutting-edge AI chips to power up to 6 gigawatts of data center computing over the next 5 years, a deal that could be worth more than $100 billion. The chips will be designed specifically for Meta's AI workloads, helping train and run the large language models behind the social media giant's advertising tools and chatbots. As part of the agreement, Meta could buy up to 10% of AMD, an agreement similar to AMD's recent partnership with OpenAI, but on a larger scale. The move is the latest development in the spending race among tech giants investing billions into AI infrastructure and is AMD's strongest push yet to challenge Nvidia's dominance in advanced processors.
France has blocked the UK ambassador's access to officials after he failed to attend a meeting. Charles Kushner, the father of President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, had been summoned to explain US comments related to the death earlier this month of the far-right activist Quentin Derange. FSN's Ross Cullen has more from Paris.
France's Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot summoned Charles Kushner after the US Embassy in Paris reposted comments by the Trump administration in Washington about the death of the far-right activist Quentin Derange, who was killed 10 days ago in Lyon in an attack by a group affiliated with hard-left politics. The comments Kushner was summoned to explain were, quote, "Violent left-wing extremism is on the rise, and its role in the death of Quentin Derange demonstrates the threat it poses to public safety." The no-show by Kushner was his second refusal to appear since his appointment to the Paris embassy last May. Ross Cullen, Paris.
Several European leaders have visited Ukraine to mark the 4-year anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion. However, a fresh batch of sanctions on Moscow has failed to pass the European Union due to opposition from Hungary and Slovakia. From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network. This is Cashing Out on VSiN, the sports betting network.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome in. It's the Tuesday edition of Cashing Out. I'm Dustin Sweetelson, and I'll be with you all night long from the Circus Sportsbook in downtown Las Vegas. Broadcasting, as always, on Sirius XM Channel 158, YouTube TV, the VSiN Watch app, and radio affiliates across the United States of God Bless America. We do have some dramatic finishes in college basketball happening right now. I'll keep you updated on all that in just a moment, but we do have 3 games about to tip off as we begin the program. So without further ado, that's where we need to start today's show. And the first game about to get going is a huge game in Los Angeles between 2 bubble-licious teams in USC and UCLA. This one opened last night around 5, UCLA laying it. It's been bet up to 7.5 at one point earlier today. Right now in the market, I'm seeing it at 6.5 to 7, depending where you shop. Total's at 150.5. We are on the over in this game, by the way. We took over last night of 150 on the dot. I'm just anticipating a lot of points in this contest. You got USC coming into this game on a 3-game losing streak off a 1-point loss to Oregon where they were not at full strength. UCLA enters this game having a win against Illinois in overtime on Saturday. Feels like a spot to fade them laying such a big number. So if you wanted to take the points with USC, I totally understand that. But I'm on the over because looking at the way these two teams match up, UCLA, ironically, is the better offense. Statistically, according to the numbers. However, Eric Musselman is known for coaching offense, developing guys who can get buckets. Musselman's 4-1 to the over as a road dog of 6 or less at USC, 6-1 to the over on the road when the total's in the 140s. I know it's technically not on the road, it's in LA, but it's at a different facility in Los Angeles. Mick Cronin, 14-10 to the over as a home favorite of 6 or less, 27-16 to the over at home when the total's in the 140s. So I guess the 6 or less favorite doesn't work anymore. That was last night before this number moved to above 7. I like USC plus the 7, depending on where you shop, but I really like the over. I anticipate two hungry teams that both need this game to get off the bubble, to get into the big dance. Plus, it's a rivalry. I just see this being pretty high scoring, especially with a UCLA team that is better suited for that style of fight this season under Mick Cronin. So we're going over on USC and UCLA. Another game where I like the over as well, but this thing's gotten out of control with the spread. BYU is hosting Central Florida. This game begins in about 5 minutes in Provo. We opened with the Cougars minus 10. It's up to 14.5 at some shops. Total down from 167.5 to 162, 162.5, depending where you're looking. I bet the over 162 last night. You can still get that here at Circa right now. But BYU's won 3 of 4 after a rough patch in their season, dealing with the Richie Saunders injury. They beat Iowa State by 10 at home on Saturday. And most of that is because A.J. Debinsta. Debinsta, via Opta Stats on Twitter, over his last 6 games is averaging 30.7 points, 7.8 rebounds, 5.7 assists, and no Division I player has ever averaged highs in those 3 categories over the course of any 6-game span in the last 30 years of college basketball. That is the level that Debinsta is playing at. It's why he's catapulted up to being the favorite to be the number 1 pick in the NBA draft coming up this year. This is a game, though, where UCF, that offense, that 3-point shooting ability for them, that's why I like the over. I think that they're going to be able to keep pace with a BYU team that's needing to get right and, more importantly, find their identity after the Richie Saunders injury. They are starting to. They're starting to feel how this flow is on that end of the floor. And because of that, I anticipate a lot of points here. UCF's won 2 in a row after a 3-game skid. They've won 5 of 8. They're off a 2-point win against Utah over the weekend. But they shoot 37.4% from 3. I'm going over. I like them a lot. Scoring points on the road, I don't hate them, plus the 14, because that is a ridiculously big overreaction to this number right now. To go from 10 to 14 with a UCF team that's been pretty good in the dog roll this year. Johnny Dawkins, 13-11 against the spread, 13-10 to the over as a road dog of 6.5 to 12. Kevin Young, 4-0 against the spread, 4-0 to the under, though, as a home favorite of 6.5 to 12. I like the over. I think UCF is going to hang. Let's ride that. I did a little 5-leg parlay that includes UCF and the points in the over, USC and the points in the over, and we went Lakers money line. I threw that up on X earlier today at Dustin Sweetelson because it is very rare that we get into the show where we just start things off here at 11 p.m. Eastern time, and we've got a couple games that I'm way into. Now, there's a Mountain West game going on as well. New Mexico is at Nevada. They're about to get going currently. The Wolfpack laying 1.5, total of 148.5. You can still get a pick 'em here at Circa on Nevada. I would lean Nevada, but I am so bad at betting the Mountain West this year. I'm probably like 1-in-15 betting on that league. So because of that, I'm going to stay away, but I do kind of like the Wolfpack if I was going to do anything in that game here. As the better team, the money's been on them. It opened to pick them. It got bet up to a short 1.5, but still, that means there's been movement going Reno's way with that game. So that is where we stand with all the current action. While I was doing all of that in that diatribe, the Missouri Tigers pulled off an upset at home, and we were on Missouri plus 3.5 as they took down Tennessee 73-69. Total for this one closed at 143.5. We get 142 on the score, so we go under. Missouri plus 3 gets home and under in that game. Wow. I love that. It's a good situational spot. Situational spots have been about 50-50 for me today. We hit a couple good ones. One of them was Missouri, right? We like that. We like Texas Tech against Cincinnati earlier today. We laid the number with the Red Raiders as Cincinnati was coming off the win at Fog Allen Fieldhouse. 80-68 final score. They cover the 5.5 Texas Tech game, goes over the total of 146.5. But a couple of other situational spots did not go in our direction, including we took NC State plus the 6.5 against Virginia. Virginia won 90-61. And why was that a situational spot? Virginia has Duke this weekend. However, Virginia might be playing their best basketball going into that huge ACC tilt against the Blue Devils coming up this weekend. So unfortunately, that one did not go in our favor. Some other big scores from earlier today in college basketball. Duke topped Notre Dame 100-56. Blue Devils were laying 18.5. Based on my math, they did indeed cover that number. We somehow go over the total of 141 despite Notre Dame scoring 56 points. That is the worst home loss for the Fighting Irish since 1898. I believe Matt Humans was in third grade that year, back in 1898. A big one, an upset at least, Dayton takes care of business against St. Louis, 77-62. The Flyers were catching 3 and a hook at home. It goes under the total of 157.5. That was an under that we did have earlier today. Miami of Ohio remains undefeated on the season with a 10-point win on the road at Eastern Michigan. Game went under the total of 151.5. They cover the 8.5-point spread, which is huge because last night when we were on the air, when this thing opened, it ballooned up to 10, and I believe I saw a 10.5 out there, which had me hesitant to lay the number, obviously, with Miami of Ohio. But the Red Hawks are now 3 wins away from an undefeated regular season. Since 1990, 1991, 5 teams have completed an undefeated regular season. 2020, 2021 Gonzaga, 2014-15 Kentucky, 13-14 Wichita State, 03-04 St. Joseph's, and 90-91 UNLV. Miami of Ohio looking to be that next team to go undefeated in the regular season in college basketball. A bubble team that went down earlier today, Indiana, could not afford this loss at home to Northwestern. 72-68 final score. The Wildcats pull off the win on the road. They were 9.5-point underdogs. They win outright in Bloomington. We go under the 145.5, but I don't know what that does for the resume of Indiana. That is not a good look for them as they were right on the edge coming into this game. And there's an opportunity for a lot of teams to get off that bubble, including the game we just talked about tipping off momentarily in USC and UCLA. One of those teams could end up having a pretty strong case following tonight's contest. I just want to look real quick at the resume for Indiana here, who moves to 17-11 on the season, but 8-9 in Big Ten play. Early in the season, in terms of being tested, that win against Marquette in their second game of the year, it no longer looks that great. Their win against Kansas State in late November no longer looks all that good. They lost to number 6 Louisville. They lost at Kentucky, which again is not like a powerful loss there. And then losses to Maryland, to Nebraska, to Michigan State, to Iowa, to Michigan. They lost to USC. I don't like it for Indiana. Indiana may not be a part of the dance here. It may be an NIT in Darren DeVries' first season in Bloomington, Indiana. I think that is it for the big college basketball scores, unless I missed something here as we were hitting the air with games going final. Michigan wins over Minnesota but doesn't cover. And that's coming off the loss to Duke over the weekend, 77-67. Your final score in that one, Michigan was laying 21.5 in that contest. Let's see, 144. Ooh, we just stay under that total of 145.5 in that game. Miami's trying to close out Florida State. I have to get a view of the score real quick. 78-71. I think Miami's going to cover. 48.5 seconds remaining in the game. This one got all the way up to 3. It settled back in and closed around 2.5. But I thought about laying it with Miami in a revenge spot against the Noles. Unfortunately, I didn't actually pull the trigger here. It's still close. It's a 7-point game with 48.5 seconds to go. If Florida State can do some funky stuff, as it looks like Miami at the free throw line missed a free throw. Okay, that's big. That is big in these games, especially with the margin. There may not be enough time here, but I'll keep you updated on that situation as it develops throughout the final seconds of that contest. We also have Arizona and Baylor currently in action. 9 seconds to go. Arizona's up by 4. I didn't realize we were that late in this game. I've been talking for a minute here. Arizona's up by 4 with 9 seconds to go in Waco. This was a number that really took a lot of action. It opened with Arizona minus 10, down to 7.5. But I want to say I saw on X someone post that it was at 12 at one point, down to 7.5. As of now, Arizona's not covering. Let's see what they do. We'll react to it. I'll let you know what happens coming up on the other side of the break. Big night in college hoops, but also a statement made in the NBA. We now know who the top 3 teams are in the Eastern Conference, and this other team is on the outside looking in. I'll tell you who that is next.
This is a Bloomberg Business of Sports report. The Chicago Bears' potential move to Indiana took another step forward when a key committee approved a plan to create an agency that would help get a stadium built. The Indiana House of Representatives Ways and Means Committee unanimously passed a bill establishing a Northwest Indiana Stadium Authority to finance, construct, and lease a stadium. The Bears are looking at land near Wolf Lake in Hammond.
All along, we knew that Hammond was the chosen location, but we couldn't say anything.
Mayor Thomas McDermott, Jr.
This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity for the city of Hammond. Hammond is ready to partner with the state and the Chicago Bears and do whatever it takes to make this project a success and to welcome the Bears to Hammond, Indiana.
HGGC, the private equity firm co-founded by Hall of Fame quarterback Steve Young, amassed $3.2 billion for its 5th fund, exceeding its initial target of $2.5 billion. With the Bloomberg Business of Sports report, I'm Michael Barr.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. That's 800-659-7540.
Hey.
Here's a look at your weather forecast, powered by weatherology.com. 31 tonight, under cloudy skies, north winds around 5 miles per hour. Slight chance for scattered rain showers tomorrow. 61, mainly cloudy skies. Chance for scattered rain showers again tomorrow night, 30. Low 60s Thursday, turning warmer on Friday with highs in the upper 60s. And that's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Frobley. Currently, it's 35 degrees.
Stellig Law Firm of Grand Island is committed to assisting clients throughout Nebraska. Stellig Law Firm is a full-service law firm and specializes in estate planning, probate, and personal injury. Stellig Law Firm takes the time to listen and understand each client's personal needs. To schedule your individual appointment, call 308-675-4035. Stellig Law Firm is located at 724 West Koenig Street in Grand Island. A call today will secure your tomorrow.
Cashing out here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Dustin Sweetelson with you from the Circus Sportsbook in downtown Las Vegas. Sirius XM Channel 158, YouTube TV, VSiN Watch app, and radio affiliates across the United States of God Bless America. An update in Tallahassee. Miami with the win, 83. I just missed it. I have something covering up the screen here. I can't see. 83, I believe it was 73. 83-73. Miami easily covers the 2.5-point spread on the road in Tallahassee. So big win for the Canes there, getting a little bit of revenge against the Seminoles, their big rivals. Right now, as far as college hoops is concerned, there's no major update, although I need to get you the Arizona score. Arizona won 87-80. Baylor does cover. Any which way you bet it, plus the 7.5 or up to the 10, which is where that number opened. So, and by the way, early on, UCF out to a 14-4 lead. See, when you bet an under, you like that. Over, you like that. You want the underdog to show up and score some points, dangle that carrot, and make the home team have to pick up the tempo and score, which BYU loves to do that. They're an up-tempo team. That's a good start for UCF. I'm going to regret not taking the plus 14 on them. I did do a little money line parlay just for fun. I did UCF on the money line. I did USC on the money line as they're playing UCLA. That's getting going right now with the overs, which pays out pretty nice. It was a very small amount, but just for funsies. It was like $5 wins 500. So maybe UCF can make that ticket live for me here as we await the start of USC and UCLA. We got a fun show lined up for you tonight. I didn't get to tease it up in the opening segment because there was so much happening with the college basketball going on. We've got NFL Combine news. Atlanta was very busy today. We'll talk about some of the decisions that were made by the Falcons in Indianapolis. The Diamond Dish coming up later on in the show where we break down the top stories of Major League Baseball. There's a Rookie of the Year favorite, and you're not supposed to react to spring training, but he did something today that has me salivating, and I don't care about the number. I might on principle just bet him because he's fun to root for. We'll do rank and file later on this hour where we look at all the information and the betting trends as we stand as of today in college basketball and the association, plus starting five, breaking down player props. We'll cherry pick the trends on Wednesday's NBA and college basketball card, including a coach in the Big Ten who's 2-6 against the spread as a home dog of 6.5 to 12. All of that coming your way, plus a great guest list. In about 40 minutes, you'll hear from Michael Fiddle, NBA handicapper, get his breakdowns of everything going on in the association. In about an hour and 15 minutes, Rob Brender does pre, half, and post game for a lot of national NHL games. We'll preview the second half of the hockey season with Brender. Greg Hoops Peterson will break down the Wednesday college basketball card, and our buddy Scott Spreitzer returns to the program in his usual spot here in the final hour of the show. But before we went on the air today, there was an NBA game that had a lot of attention, and that was the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the New York Knicks. Cleveland opened as a 3.5-point favorite. We laid the 3.5 with the Cleveland Cavaliers in this spot, with the Knicks coming to town having been the winners of the first two contests between these two teams, opening night, Christmas Day. But the Cavs, the new-look Cavs, had the last laugh as they decimated New York, 109-94. We go way under the total of 233.5, but Cleveland easily covers the number. And this is just what the Knicks are. I know there was some information floating around about their record, the last 15 games. I believe they were 12-3, the number one defense over that span. I can't buy the Knicks right now. And the big problem is Jalen Brunson. And I love Jalen Brunson, but he was 3 of 7 from 3. He was 6 of 19 from the field. He scored 20 points in this big game against Cleveland. And that is the issue. The New York Knicks are Jalen Brunson-centric. He cannot afford a bad night, and he's had a couple in a row now. Let's be fair about what we're seeing from Jalen Brunson. For some reason, the guy who's been so clutch for so long hasn't been the same recently. Against Houston, right? Following that game against Detroit that they lost, by the way, by 15 points. He had 33 points in that game, but against Houston after that, 20 points. At Chicago in 36 minutes, in a 6-point win, he had 19 points. And then tonight against Cleveland on the road, 20 points. Something's wrong with Brunson. And if Brunson is not just at 100%, but 105% of his abilities, the New York Knicks don't have a chance. Like, look at this roster. Who has the mentality of Jalen Brunson? Who is able to bring that swagger to come up in clutch moments? That is what Jalen Brunson has been known for over the course of the last couple seasons here for the Knicks. Are you going to trust Mikal Bridges? You're going to trust Karl Anthony Towns to make a big play? You want Josh Hart shooting your game winner? No, you don't want any of that happening. The biggest issue for the Knicks right now is that Jalen Brunson is not right, and Cleveland was able to take him out of this game. Now, let me give Cleveland some credit here, because this is kind of an example of what they have the potential to be. Donovan Mitchell had 23 points. James Harden had 20 points in this game. Evan Mobley had 12 and 7 in only 24 minutes. We were on the under on him, but he still had a serviceable day there in a limited role. Jared Allen, 19 and 10. But more importantly, this is a team that Jalen Tyson off the bench can go off one night. Dennis Schroeder can show up in another night. They have so many guys on this roster that can beat you. Remember, they traded for Keon Ellis, who played 16 minutes tonight. They have a bunch of options. They have a lot of depth. They have versatility in the starting lineup. If they want to take someone out, put someone in, they can do all of that. They were not like overwhelming in the stats today, but if you watch the game, the Knicks were never in it. The Knicks never felt like they had a chance. This was Cleveland all the way, and I think that Cleveland Despite being a team that I bet 6-1 to win the East about a month ago, then they traded for James Harden, and I regretted that decision. I'm all the way back on the Cavaliers. That's the most complete team in the Eastern Conference. If you want to take down the West this year, Cleveland's the best chance. Cleveland gives you the best opportunity just because the versatility that James Harden brings to the table. You need him to facilitate. He's going to do that. You need him to take some big shots. Well, in the regular season, you're like that. I don't know about the postseason, but TBD on that. Maybe this is a spot with Donovan Mitchell in the backfield and the bigs they have where he could get some better positions. I'm just curious. Do you believe Cleveland is worth a bet right now? They're 12-1 to win it all. When I bet them, by the way, before the trade deadline at 6-1 to win the East, they were 25-1 to win the title. That has been cut in half. Also, Eastern Conference cut in half to around 3-1. But I think Cleveland's the best, most complete team in the Eastern Conference. I don't think I'm saying anything crazy there. After them, I'm going to put Detroit. Just because I think the mentality matters. I think the way they go about their business, the way the defense breeds the offense. And then number 3 would be Boston for me in the Eastern Conference. And that's without Tatum. You want to put Tatum in the fold? They're probably number 1. So if you anticipate Tatum's returning and he can be 75% of his former self, and by the way, I think the market tells you at 11-1, he is going to come back and he is going to make an impact because they're the 4th shot on the board. They're shorter than the Cleveland Cavaliers. So something to think about if you want to bet futures with already having Cleveland at 6-1. And I'll take you back to football season where I had the Seahawks at 14-1 to win the NFC, but I didn't take any on them to win the whole thing. I think this could be a situation where I regret not having that bigger ticket to win the title to do something else with later on. Even though it's a shorter number than I could have gotten when I bet them to win the East. I think it's worth taking them at 12-1 to win the East. So before we get out of here today, I will likely be adding that to my futures as far as the NBA is concerned. Some other scores from earlier today. Oklahoma City as a 1-point road dog. Oh, they closed as a dog. Sorry. They opened as a 1-point favorite at Toronto. They closed at plus 1.5. They went outright 116-107. They're on a front end of a back-to-back, though. So more on that coming up later on in the show. We tried to get cute and catch 9 points with Indiana. That did not go well. Philadelphia beat them 135-114. Game did go over the total of 236.5 there. Charlotte topped Chicago 131-99. I am so bitter about this game. We went 50-50, but we laid heavy juice to bet LaMelo Ball over 6.5 assists. We were also on the under. Now, when I do the show, I can only bet based on the numbers that are out there. And I wanted to bet on the under. It was a little bit lower than I wanted, but I was like, you know what? I think the under is still the right side. Maybe I wake up in the morning and it's bet down and I feel good about it. No. This thing got bet up. We closed around 232.5. I bet under on the 231.5. And the final score was 131-99, which puts us at 230. So I bet the only number under that didn't cash as far as this game, Charlotte and Chicago is concerned. So that's a dagger, man. Oh, that hurt a lot. I was monitoring that game and I saw that, Charlotte was up by so much, 131-99 final score. I was like, oh, they're just going to call off the dogs. I'll cash my under. We're going to be good. By the way, in that game, Con Kneppel did set a record. He is the fastest player in NBA history to reach 200 threes. So that's what we're looking at with the Hornets as a superstar emerging in Con Kneppel. By the way, is it Kneppels or Someone tried to convince me it was Nepple. And I was like, it sounds too much like nipple. There's no way that's his name.